There, we live now. Hi, everybody. I'm just sending out uh, invites now to everybody. An error occurred. It figures. How is everybody? Is anybody out there yet? I haven't looked. Let's see. I came in skidding sideways and been outside playing in the garden. Makes me happy. Makes me tired. I took in had that raised bed and stuff, and I was picking violets, and picking them violets was like doing 10,000 toe touches. I can feel it in the back of my legs. The back of my legs are not happy with me. Not happy at all. Jamie. And Mama B. We'll invite Mama B. It wouldn't be the same without her. There. Well, I think that's all of us together. April, Charlene, Jamie. Anybody else that wants to come on? But I'm taking in. We were just talking about Santa and his YouTube following. He's got quite a YouTube following going on in there. I was watching last night, and there's a lot of names that I don't recognize, and it was kind of cool to watch and see how many he had. Now I gotta put out the link for the show if anybody wants to watch it. Oops. Button happy this morning. Don't know what I'm doing. You think I would have learned this by now? Santa got us all started and left us out here. I made a list. It's a list of like events that's coming up. There's quite a few events coming up. Memorial Day, uh, uh, Wilbur Kilby. I'm probably not saying his last name right. He's got that vodka moon going on. The 30th and the 1st. Dave Masters, he's got another one. I got my paper, I wrote it down. Dave Masters, June 5th. Pigeon Forge. Now everything's all locked up for a second. my my computer, it does pretty good until you want it to do something. But how is everybody? I haven't looked to see if anybody's out there yet. So if anybody's out there, hi. How you doing? You're stuck with me. Oop, I gotta check, see if Charlene checked in. Nope, Charlene hasn't checked in yet. Haha, there she is. Hello. Hi, Phil. Hi, Drummond son. Glad to see you here. Hi, Jeff. Good to see you here. Charlene, I sent you an invite. I don't know. Let me check and make sure I didn't send it to the wrong person. Nope, I did. I sent you an invite. And StreamYard. There we go. Hi, David Dance. Drummond Son. How you doing today? Phil, you're here. You're gonna sit here with me like I do you. He'll be sitting there working on during the week, and I'll have him in the podcast in the background. Charlene. That's a new profile picture. Hi, Jeff. You got a fish. It's a nice fish. Nice. Chris Palin. Palin? It's Palin, isn't it? I always say Palin, that lady that was doing the government shit. Yep, Troy Halsey and his wife has the festival this weekend. That's right. That one wasn't on my list. I just tried to make a list. I was like, well, I'd get something together for people. Maybe if nothing else, we can all gossip about what's going on coming up. There's the 17th and 18th. Market at the Mill, Pickens, South Carolina. 9 to 5 and 10 to 4 Sunday. See, Dave Masters has that going on. There she is. Hello. How's it?
Doing good. Ooh. So I see he didn't throw any dirt in on top of you.
I had to laugh. I was like, none of my friends said bloomin' idiot either. I'm pretty proud of y'all. He went to a sale today. I don't know, Tractor Supply or wherever he went. Lowe's and Home Depot. He had to hit them all, but he got a sale on herb plants. So he got me some chives and sage and thyme, sage, chives, rosemary, some peppermints.
Oh.
And then he got some flats of like begonias and petunias and impatiens to make hanging baskets. He likes to have the hanging baskets on the ends of his house.
Oh, yeah.
Holland, all right. So I was saying it wrong the third way. As long as I don't call you late for supper. Isn't that how that goes? Don't call me late for supper. I was trying to think. June 5th. We had that thing in Pigeon Forge. That's coming up. This one, Troy Halsey and his wife. That's right. They have that one going on this weekend. The
one in Missouri?
I think so. I'd have to look. I didn't write it down. I did see
it.
There's
one in Missouri this weekend. Richard took off for it, but he's got a procedure on his back tomorrow, and he can't go do anything.
Right. Mama B, your hair's getting wicked long.
It is. I cut it not too long ago, and it's finally starting to get long. It was starting to fall out on me again, so I had to do some stuff, and now it's finally stopped. It does that every once in a while.
Yeah. Mine grows right after I do that rosemary oil treatment. Mine will go back out for a little while.
That's what I do. That's exactly what I have.
I grabbed I had him grab me peppermint so I can add peppermint to it.
Yeah, mine's like a rosemary tea tree mint or something like that.
Yep.
That's what I put in mine.
I'm cheap. I make mine.
Oh, that would be so cool. I need to start doing that. God, for Mother's Day, I got so many flowers and plants, and me and my son planted all day.
Hi, Kenny Parker.
Hello.
Hello, ladies. Yeah, I planted the. They had a sale. They had hyacinths on sale for $1 a piece. So I got a bunch of them. Went along the front of the garden and
Yeah.
planted them today. But for $1, I mean, can't go wrong. Come back every year. And them little tiny grape hyacinths, the little tiny ones. Jamie, I didn't see you. Here's Santa. He's doing his job in the background. Too busy talking. And those little tiny ones, they make a wicked good lemonade. They color it, nice. Nice slacks. Slacks is here.
Have you seen LPR in here yet?
Nope, not yet.
No.
Uh,
I got something in the mail today from LPR.
oh, nice.
I
Nice.
did, and I was gonna share it with everybody, but I didn't know if he was in or not.
He usually does come in. He usually does come in. Ocean water. That stuff's
Yes.
good gas. Yeah, that stuff is
Well, we haven't tried any of it yet or nothing, but we got some of that, and I guess he wouldn't mind if I shared it without him being in here.
It's still early. How's Jamie
Oh.
Hello.
doing? How's Jamie doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Good, good. We missed you last week. Kinda.
It's been crazy.
Oh, this big old box, y'all.
Holy cow, there you go.
Dang.
Wow.
But let's see. Let me show y'all.
Making the FedEx driver, work himself.
He did.
Nice.
Now,
That's how the FedEx driver or the UPS driver is going to be for Damon
Yep.
for his box.
so he gave me one of these, a koozie,
Nice.
and I got some ocean water candy.
Those are
Don't we
spot
put his
on
book
too.
in here? Yep, there it
So
is.
they're good.
Yeah, they are. They're really good.
These are really good.
Spot on.
And then in this bag, got some ocean water shine. I love this color.
It is
Right?
very pretty.
Like
Morgan Stewart.
I love-
Good evening, everybody.
Then I also have this red wave.
Oh, that one's good too. That
It
is
is.
smooth. Yes, it is so smooth.
Lisa said it's really
Thank
good
you,
and smooth,
Slash.
that red wave is. And then hopefully everybody will have their packages, because I have 6 of you guys, you ladies included, will have their packages because he sent me a potato.
Ooh, there you go.
I have this one, I have Mark Morgan's, and I have mine.
I do
So-
too. I've been saving them. Yeah.
Yep. I want everybody who has like all the potatoes, which you guys will at least have mine. Jamie and Charlene, you guys will at least have mine. I want all of us to try them together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And Lisa,
Yeah.
I want like me and you can try like all 3 of them. I think Mark's gonna, if he has all 3 of them, I think he's gonna do it. LPR is supposed to do it. I mean, if we have to bring them on here, I mean, I know they're guys or whatever, but it's all about the tasting thing.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I'm super excited.
Hi, Jason.
This will be my first time sending out packages to everybody, by the way. I've never sent out any packages to anybody.
I love
So
it. I
my
can't
first
wait.
6 packages, I'm so excited. You 3 girls, and then I got 3 guys. So my first very 6 packages going out, and I'm super excited about that, guys.
Thank you so much. I seriously can't wait.
Yes, thank you.
And I already told you about Delaney. Remember about the hat situation? When I see her, we'll fix that.
Okay.
Flex, I'll send you a T-shirt. I get a pile of T-shirts to go out. People who have
Oh
already
yeah.
the little handshakes. The girls, I get the girls. Jamie, I have your address, right? I think I do.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
So
because I
send
got
them
your
out.
chip.
Yep, there you go. What is in the package? Usually handshakes and little goodies, you know.
So I put everybody is getting stickers, a koozie, hat, and shine.
There you go. There you go.
Now Damon already has he already has a hat, he already has a koozie. I think I sent him like an extra koozie and some stickers though, but he already has like most of the stuff that you guys are getting because we seen him at events and we gave like him and Tom and Phil Billy and you know, we had already handed out some things, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
and I thought about putting a taco in there, but I figured if I put a taco in there, it wouldn't make it, you know?
You need to show up with at the
You
event
would
with a
have to
taco
give
for him.
a freeze dried taco. A freeze dried taco. I'm pretty sure they make them somewhere.
Shonda was on the live thing last night
Oh yeah, she
talking, and
wants to go. She wants to come on
Oh,
this.
yeah, I asked her if I asked her if she would come, but she's like the freeze dried babe, and I should ask her how could I freeze dry some tacos. So
Jason, if I get so I can make something that's worth tasting, I
I bet if
definitely
you asked her, Sarah would figure out a way to make them.
Jason, if you see us at the people that I haven't sent a package to, most people that see us at the events, I'll have like a jar or two of the stuff, and you know we're drinking with everybody. Everybody just kind of
Yep.
passes my jar around, and I get it back empty sometimes. So
And Maggie's, you're in the parking lot after.
Yep.
yep. And this year I'm going to be, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This year I'm going to be at my very first pre-party, and that's going to be at the one before Popcorn Sutton. I'm so
I'm so
excited.
glad you're going. I'm so glad.
I'm so happy.
Yep, we were
You
just
guys will be
talking
there
that
at
one.
5.
Be
Junction
there what?
5. Pigeon Forge.
The
Right?
pre-party. You'll be there by 5.
I don't know. He did take the day off, but how long does it take us to get up there?
Like 30 or 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours. So it depends on what time we leave. And I think he still is getting a confirmation on where we're staying. And then I'll know exactly what time.
How many people do we have on live
Are
Right now,
in the
there's
chat?
20 people probably watching.
Nice.
Hi, Jeff Clark,
What is this, the Apple ride?
Roy
you
Collier.
gonna stay in Newport?
Yeah, definitely. So the guy that he was on the show with, the Johnny guy, they like got really, really close, and he had told him that he would come stay with him one time when we come up there, like soon or something. So he's gonna try to hook that up. If not, I'm either gonna call you or we're gonna look up, something.
Just let me know. Yeah.
So this is a rye apple that Jason made. He mashed. I mean, it took like I don't know, like a week or two, but he did it today. It looks really good. I'm so excited.
That looks good.
There. Hi, Corey. Corey, you ought to come to a ladies' day sometime here. Come on in with us. Be very soon.
Oh, that's so good.
He lives a little ways from me. At some point, we're gonna haunt each other.
Yeah, David Masters is putting on a good party.
Yeah, Junction 35, Pigeon Forge.
I told Mike, I said if I get a little bit too toasty, if I can't drive home, I said I'll be sleeping in the truck and I'll come home when I'm sober.
You can ride with us. And you can come sleep in the camper with us.
I finished Richard's can. What is it called?
The 1 gallon hybrid barrel.
The 1 gallon hybrid barrel.
Oh, no doubt. Is that the one for Phil Billy?
Ooh, I like that.
Is that the one for Phil Billy?
From Hillbilly. Yeah, I'm going to be sending it back. He just ordered it and sent it straight from Amazon to me. and then I did everything to it. And now I just got to let it cure and everything and then send it back to him and he'll be placing the lid inside.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
But it has, I put all the stickers that that everybody sent to Richard on it.
Oh, nice.
Love it.
All the usual suspects.
Yeah. All the usual ones.
How you doing, Roy? I'm drinking.
Yes.
Hi, Apple Rye.
Hey, Apple Rye. Oh, that's funny. We're drinking a Apple Rye, and I was thinking about you. I seen you. Was it yesterday?
I put Liberty Shine on the bottom. That's the only place I had big enough, and I didn't want to cut that sticker.
Yep.
Wasn't Raw Daddy on the thing yesterday?
Yep.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Jason
They
says
were
he'll
saying
be
that
there.
Bam Bam was gonna. What?
Jason says he'll be there at Maggie.
Nice. And Chris, I think I seen your comment. Me and Jason will be there, and I think Jamie will be there. Right? You're gonna be at Maggie Valley, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're staying at Comfort.
Okay. Cool.
Seems like a lot of people stay
I
there.
reserved 3 rooms.
Where is Comfort? Is it right there near the
That's
Best
where the
Western?
party is at night.
Near the Best Western, where everybody normally and stuff is.
Yeah, I believe so. It's right next to the fairgrounds.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Where we went last year, the same place that we was last year. Okay, then we need to. That's where me and Jason need to stay. Is there instead of staying over in Newport like we normally do.
Earl's gone full on.
From
Yosemite
Maggie's,
Sam.
you go to Newport?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Maggie's, we stay at that lady's house up on top of the mountain.
Oh yeah, no.
Hello,
We stay right there, and everybody's just right there in the parking lot, and you don't have to drive anywhere, go anywhere. We
Yeah.
didn't move our car all weekend. We just went to the Mexican food place right there, and
Because last year when we left you guys, Jason's driving up that mountain and he's like one eyeing it a little bit. So as soon as we started, I knew it was going to be a journey. So I pulled my phone out real quick and I videotaped the whole time him driving up this mountain. I mean, it's dark. We cannot see. On this side is like a mountain that goes up, but on this side, it's nothing but a complete drop. And I'm on the drop side, you know?
Uh-uh.
And he's just like, I can see him, you know?
They say though that the cops sit out there and wait for people to leave the festival.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They do. But it helps when you've already parked over there close to the hose. See, we had parked somewhere, and I think it was y'all that told us to move, and we parked over by that fence.
Uh-huh.
We never got messed with. Never, not
Yeah.
once.
That's where you guys need to park this year.
Yep.
Unless you stay at Comfort Inn, you get free parking there.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's what we need to do. We can
And
just
it's
walk
just
over there
walking
like
distance.
everybody
You
else
get
does.
Yeah, you get too hot, you go right to the hotel. You cool, it's like,
Doesn't it have a pool?
yep,
That's what I thought.
indoor.
Because you took the kids to go play in the pool.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They just put their life vests down and let them just go and swim.
Yeah. That's how I taught my kids to swim. We
I-
literally took
I-
them to the lake, pushed them in, and you come up. That's how I was taught. I was raised and lived on a lake. I was taken onto the
Yeah.
pier.
Yep. Figure it out.
Yep.
Dude,
Either
last
there's
year
going to be
some
bubbles
kids
or there's going to be no
shit in the
bubbles.
pool.
What?
I made my kids get out so quick and wouldn't let them go back in for the whole weekend. I was like, oh my God, that's disgusting.
See, I've never had that happen yet, but I will never forget our last trip to Carowinds. I think I told y'all, but I'm not sure. We got off of this ride, and I just happened to look back. I think I heard something. I'm not sure. I just happened to look back, and this kid was getting off the ride with us, but from here all the way down was throw up.
Oh.
And I'm like, did he just ride with us? He just, and I heard his friend say, "Hey, my friend needs help. He threw up on the ride." On the ride, so we were on the stuff. Thank God we were,
float back at you.
Yeah.
but we were up here. Thank God, and apparently this kid's back here. So when he threw up, and this was an upside down ride. So I mean, while we're upside down, if he would have threw up, then this could have just like.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I can't do
Yuck.
it. I can't do
I've
throw
never
up.
been so I've never been so thankful, but yet so shocked, and yet like just thankful, shocked, disgusted, so many things all at once, and like had our children with us. I'm just sitting here like, oh,
I can't do throw up. My kids know it. I walk out of the. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I used to have an iron gut,
Anything
you
else
know.
except
Shitty diaper, but when it comes to throw up, nope. Mm-mm.
See, I've been able to get used to like my kids and stuff, and like Jason's gotten sick a few times, and it hasn't bothered me. But anybody else outside of this family,
Mm-mm. I can't do it.
I don't think I can handle it. I just
Not
don't. I
even
don't.
myself.
That is
Chuck them off the bridge.
I can't do it.
I don't ever remember learning to swim, so I must have, just learned early, before because I don't remember ever learning.
Just from kind of the way you act and stuff, and the way you kind of act like us, you just probably pushed into.
Oh yeah, my sister was 9 years older than me, so probably. I remember once I got my legs under me, I was mean to her. Man, she was awful to me. I was always the one, can I go Spike? Can I go Spike? I was always right behind her and her friends. And she was just old enough that I weren't cool, and I was a pain in her ass. And her and her friends, I remember being mean to me. And I ran up behind her and grabbed her and threw her in a pile of poison ivy. And she got it wicked bad. I didn't, because I'm not allergic to it.
mean.
My sister got it bad. It almost grew her toes together. She had it in between her toes. They had to keep breaking it open because her toes. I got in so much trouble for that, man. It was worth it.
My brother, he's so highly allergic to it. You can mention it, and then it seems like he gets it.
I remember we were walking back from the pond, and I was so far behind them, and they kept looking behind them and saying things to me. And we were like a mile from the house, and finally I just ran up behind her and just grabbed her and stuffed her in it, and just kept on walking. Man, I knew I was going to be in trouble when she got there, so I got there real quick. Test the waters before she got home. When she got home, she was pissed. She wasn't mean to me anymore though, like that. They kind of calmed down on it. It's like, well, she's not
Yeah,
back. It's no fun.
yeah, exactly. I used to do some things to my little sister, and she finally, one day, I was turned around in the kitchen, and she wrapped her hand in the back of my hand and dragged me across the kitchen floor. And she's 3 years, 3 days younger than me, and she's smaller than me. But she got aggravated and was tired of my shit, and she wrapped my hair up and she took me down and dragged me across that kitchen floor like it was nothing. After
I
that, I
always,
didn't.
I was always faster, so my sister couldn't catch me. I was always faster than her. But
My mom used to make me drive my sister to high school with us. And so I would pull around the corner and I would make her get into the trunk of the car. And then I would drop her off like a mile away from the school and make her walk.
God,
oh man.
me and my sister used to be so close. We're so far. Like, I mean, if she lives at my mom's house now, we're still miles, millennials apart.
Yeah. Yeah, you said that she was a little bit different, no drive, and likes the old video games.
Like, okay, Jason, he plays video games every now and then. Not all the time. Sometimes, like a normal, I guess, person should. Like that's how I feel. But Tabitha, my sister, her and her boyfriend, it's from the time they wake up until they go to sleep. Like my mom tells me today, well, I asked Tabitha to come out here and help me with some of this stuff, but she tells me she's getting ready for a game tournament this weekend, so she can't get off the game. A what? A what?
What?
Yeah.
A game tournament? Are you getting paid for this?
Yeah. They unplugged
They
it.
better be getting paid.
Yeah. Well, Jason, at least, he has a daily. He does, when he comes home, he wants to relax. That's what he does to relax. And, that's one thing, but all day, I'm going to be president someday, playing them damn video games. I want to be a rock star.
If you ever play Black Ops 6, no, there ain't no relaxing.
I was just, when you got done, I was just about to say, this man does not play the game to relax. He will get on it and give it about 5 minutes. He's taking that controller and he's sitting here and that controller is going into the floor. Mother.
Sound like Earl going full on Yosemite Sam.
I mean,
Corey, you say you're
like on this table over there. Jamie, she's evil on the side.
So she's talking to me to be evil.
That's the sad.
I
I
got
could be a
that on the
bitch.
big screen. I am.
On the side.
Don't fuck with my kids. That's the thing.
God.
Nelly, go down and go potty. Go. Take the baby down and go potty.
Earl, I mean, when was the last time Star Wars was out? Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, back then when video games came out, we didn't know what they were, and we did play them because we were like, "Oh my god!"
This is so cool.
But these kids these days, it's not a "this is so cool" type thing anymore. It's a just like this is life. Back then we played it to just play it, because to us it was a game. These people these days, it's not a game. They're like living this stuff. Oh,
Come on.
No doubt.
She's trying to learn to come down the steps.
is that the baby?
Yeah.
Gravity will help you.
Baby.
How cute.
Come on. Come on.
Great one of that. Yeah.
On the stairs.
I was always the one that had the book. And I was reading the book and telling them how to, do things. And my ex-husband and his friend was always the one playing. And I'd be sitting in my chair and I'd be going, even though I'm not even playing, it's the funniest shit.
Or like when they're going around something. Yeah, you're sitting there like going around with them like,
Yeah, it's like watching a boxing match. When I watch that, oh, I'm wicked. I'm fucking ducking and dodging. Fucking don't sit next to me. I'm elbowing. It's like, man, get right into it.
My chicks are 8 weeks, and the first official rooster is trying to crow.
I'll hear him.
He sounds like a screech owl.
and he's like 8 weeks old and he's trying to crow and he sounds like, "Hi!" Sounds like
Just goes,
You keep on trying, buddy. You go get it.
yeah, he just started a couple days ago.
That's funny.
Star Wars. Star Wars.
Me and my son put some red mulch down around the porch and like made it all nice and pretty and stuff. And do you know that them damn chickens will not go near it. And had I known that I could have just put red mulch around the porch, and them some bitches might not have laid 18 eggs up under that some bitch, I'd have done that shit about like a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nellie, come on.
Mike. Ah, Mike.
Go back to that, please. I can get this on camera.
Still have the sub now. 13 years and he's still hanging on to it.
Come
There,
on.
come here.
Nellie, Nellie, come on.
Well, don't hold your beard.
Not anymore.
Raven,
Sure.
Raven, bring the baby down. Come on, bring the baby down.
No, your daddy bears.
Okay.
The park's
Okay.
way in.
What? Okay, let me in. Let me in.
Aw.
I look at his eyes.
I know, huh?
Raven, bring the baby down.
That dog could not look at me and not get everything that it wants.
Them big old eyes.
I mean, like, oh my Lanta.
Morgan.
Hey, Mark. Oh, guess what, Mark? Mark, I got you a box and it has stuff in it.
Hello, Mark. You decided to join us.
Don't try the golf ball trick.
I got, Mark, I got me.
Oh, still in the clear's done.
I got a potato from LPR,
Nellie,
and I still have a potato from you. And
Nellie.
now I have my potato. So next Thursday, be ready because you should have your package by then. And next Thursday is the Royal Beatdown. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I honestly do not like. You can ask Jason because I say this. I cannot stand that Mark Morgan says that he likes my poaching more than his. I can't stand it. I hate it. I hate that. But we're gonna see. We're gonna put it up against two other ones, and we're gonna see how it goes.
Thank you.
Which I don't really want. I don't want to be a winning anything. I want everybody to like what I do. It doesn't have to be the best. It doesn't have to be top notch. It doesn't have to be the next thing on the shelf. I just want everybody to like it.
Thank you, Roy. I see somebody had gotten it and it didn't tell me who had bought it. Thank you, Roy.
I got to
I'm
go on there.
bringing. I'm bringing one of the things to the pre-party. I'm gonna keep it in the car, but of the THC to try for you to try.
Nice.
Yay!
Get some little nip bottles so I can.
It'll be in the truck.
So.
So
Yay! She's coming down.
Dude, I'm ready to get.
Chris
Mm.
Paula
Go.
asked if you had used the golf ball trick on your hens yet.
No, because ever since we put that mulch out and ever since we put a bunch of hay in their bed, that's what they wanted. They were just being bougie. They didn't have no hay anymore. Their hay was, they had done took all their hay out and blah, blah, blah. So they were just being stingy. And now that there's a lot of hay in their beds now, they're good. We're getting, there's 2 hens, so we're getting 2 eggs a day, and that's okay right now. Literally every time we go to Tractor Supply, there are nothing but ducks. Oh, and the last time there was turkeys, and I wanted to get some turkeys, but what am I gonna do? I'm gonna raise it and kill it.
Yep.
Which I would do that, but we have one kid, our middle kid, Haley. She's very typical about certain things that she eats, and if she found out that we was eating Rosie from the backyard, she would be happy.
Yeah, I remember my kids learning about that.
look at them play.
Today's the first day she's had access to the whole yard. Usually she just goes in the pen.
Oh,
I fixed chicken wire around the edges of my porch because it's about 4 foot off the ground. So I didn't want her to leap off the side. So I
Break a
got it
leg.
done today and just let her have access to the yard. But the pit's trying to catch her.
Expanding
Right
her
now she's at
horizon.
the zoomies.
I will be hanging out in your car. Think he's talking to Jamie. THC. Shine.
So I guess David Masters seen that I was on here talking to you guys, and I guess he's seen that I said that we were coming. He's on the phone with Jason right now.
Yeah, that's cool. I like watching everybody's pictures and stuff. I pay attention to everybody's groups while these things are going on, you know, so the groups run still without having to pay attention to them, you know. And everybody posts pictures. I've only had one person hollered at me because I liked all their pictures. What an ass, huh? It's like you put them up there and you're looking at them, you click like,
Yeah.
you know. You hollered at me because I liked all his pictures.
What do you expect when you put them up?
Yeah, you know, all right. So I took every
Like,
fucking
I'll go and report them all. How about that?
Yeah, I went right up through and took all my likes right off. I was like, all right, I don't like them. I'll
Yep.
go look at somebody else who has just about the same
You got
picture.
10 minutes.
Yes, there's a hen house, a hen party. Yep. They're all sitting here cackling. A hen house. Oh, hen party.
I got our favorite sign on the wall. It says, "We wish a pecker would." I'm just kidding.
Motherfucker.
Mama B, Delaney graduates on Monday.
Wow.
To what grade?
Kindergarten.
Yeah, it's my
Oh,
first time doing it.
No.
I have only one kid graduating this year. She's going from the 4th to the 5th grade, and the reason they graduate is because they go to a whole different school because they go from elementary to middle. So,
5th grade?
yeah,
Oh, that's young.
up right here in South Carolina, you go
all in one bag.
pre-K to 4, and that's elementary. Then you go
Try it. Move.
Move. Is middle. No. 5th through 8th grade is middle school, and then 9th is high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they go pre-K to 6 out here. I wish they went to 8th. And then they do 7th and 8th at the middle school, which I'll pull the kids out and I'll do private for those 2 years. Or homeschool. And then they go back to then I'll let them go back to high school.
You know, like the middle
But
school?
the middle school's not good out here, supposedly.
I took Hunter out in elementary school because he was having issues, and if he has it in high school, any of them, if I gotta take him out of homeschool, I'll do it.
Yeah, I haven't heard really good things for the middle school out here.
That is so good, y'all. God. You can taste the rye and you can taste the apple. You can taste both.
Yeah.
That was that banana banana coconut that Andrew Martin sent me. It's all banana. You know, when you smell it, it's banana. And then next thing you get that coconut. And when you go to exhale, it's back to banana again. And it's really good.
We got three big old bundles of bananas today. And I peeled them, kind of broke them up, put them in a bucket, mashed them. He put a little bit of Patrick enzyme on them, and he's letting it sit overnight to get the juices. And you should have heard it, like, I was mashing them, but as soon as he put that Pectic on, for me to kind of mash in to sit. You should have heard like how the juices that already just started.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Wow.
awesome, Roy. We're right here in Clover, South Carolina. Yeah, the juices though, and the smell of just banana. So he's making a rum because he still has some molasses left. So he's making a banana rum, and
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
The
What?
background is Jason.
You can hear. I
talking
can't hear.
on the phone.
A lot of
that's
noise.
that's Jason and David Master on the phone.
Oh, I was
Hi,
wondering
Dave.
what that was. Banana rum.
He's telling him what time the party
It just
starts. And
doesn't sound appetizing because I think of fermenting bananas and I think of the nasty brown.
That's when they're good.
Yeah, that's where you get your.
we're gonna get featured at the party.
You're gonna get what?
Featured at the party.
Good night, Mark.
Good night, Mark.
Good night.
Good night.
Heck yeah.
Well, cool.
I just did a 5-gallon bag. I used 5 pounds
Fancy
of
books on.
5 pounds.
I'll have the Duke Big Club. Thank you.
No blend. My daughter brought a bag of apples.
That'll be
Oh,
fun.
I could squeeze them.
y'all don't understand, like,
And then
we didn't ever do this stuff before, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that whenever we got started doing this, the amount of people that we started meeting and becoming close with, and like pretty much becoming family with, like that shit means a lot to me. I'm always been a big family person anyway. Like anytime I was little and we had family reunions, I was always like, you know, what can I make? I mean, even if I was little, I would always help my grandmother or my mom, like, you know, what we making, what we doing. So like the whole family thing is really huge to me, and that's what I feel like I have with all the people
Mm-hmm.
that I, you know, I mean, like Jamie, I mean, even you guys, even like every Thursday we get to see each other, but I mean, I personally got to see Jamie. I've got to see my friend Amy, Sonda, Joe Ellen, the Blunt Queen, and then all the guys like Tom, Bill, Mark, Roger. I mean, I've met all these people and like met them personally. And just meeting them in person and being able to hang out with them, even just for a little bit. I mean, the closeness and feeling like family. I cannot. I love it. I love it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. The background is Jason talking to
So many people I had
about the pre-party.
Oh,
The
sorry.
pre-party.
This would be our second time. So the first time, Blunt Queen put us as one of her top VIPs coming to the Smokers Ball. So this will be our second, like, mentioning. I can't believe it. I don't want to cry.
What are you drinking, Lisa?
I am drinking Randy's blackberry brandy. It's a nice color to it. I don't know if you can see the color.
Oh, wow.
There's a nice color to it. There you go. Maybe you can see it now.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of color in the bottom. Beautiful color.
Richard made me
Ooh,
all over
green apple.
green
That
apple.
looks really good. That's pretty. I love that color.
Really pretty.
Yeah. You like green, so.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you
It's like this ocean water. I love
I
that
like
color.
every color of green you can think of.
We all know what Jamie's going to be drinking.
6 or 7 years.
So these candies, Lisa, tell me about these candies, the ocean water ones.
They taste just like his alcohol. They really do. They're
Okay.
spot on for his
I really
alcohol.
like, you know,
He does a really good job with them. When you have them in your mouth, they dissolve like so evenly. You know, and
So it's not like a hard candy that lasts for a long time.
yeah, it lasts a while, but not, you know, Not no more than one of them peppermints with the little swirls on them, or a caramel that you throw in your mouth. They last about the same, but it's so smooth.
And I
They
have
don't
not-
end up with the jagged edges and stuff.
Mark
They're very
Morgan
good.
had some coming out. I should get mine on Sunday or Monday.
and then infusing like the rice.
Nice.
I like it.
He does a really good job with them. Good candy. Yeah. Nice and smooth and even flavored, all the way
I
through.
just started mixing everything together. I feel like the more
Memories.
comes out,
When you
Sweet
get done with it,
memories.
and
Tooth babies.
it's a what?
yeah.
Sweet tooth babies.
Yes, Renee.
Oh,
Yeah.
if I could
Randy's
freaking
got
open the pack.
marshmallow one made. Mark's got root beer and s'mores and peach cobbler. Big Easy has some out
Open
there.
this one.
Tom Crum has some. JT Smith has some.
I think Mark Morgan, his peach, I think he labeled it peaches and cream.
Yep, peaches and cream. Yep, that's right. I call it peach cobbler because that's what his
I can't
alcohol
wait to
was.
try that one.
I haven't tried the
Okay.
cream yet.
Here we go. I am trying Ocean Water Moonshine by Brian LPR. His candy.
Yeah, they're wicked good.
They are
sugar, water, and yeast.
less than 0.05% alcohol.
I think it's safe for the kids because how high they cook it,
Yep.
the alcohol burns out.
Yep.
Look at how pretty that is.
Oh, they're beautiful. It's a great job on them.
Wing it, it's when it turns out red.
All right, here we go.
I hid mine from my son.
Oh, look at
Don't try
her
to
face.
bite it.
Yeah, you don't
You
chew.
will break a tooth before you break it.
That's the
I'm
first
about
thing
to
my
hide
son
these
did.
right now.
Yeah. That's the first thing my son did was he chewed on it and snapped it, and I thought he broke his tooth because of the sound. I was like, oh, I was like, dumbass, don't chew it.
Dude, these are so good.
Aren't they nice and smooth?
Mm.
Cream, not creamy, but smooth. It's. No, can't think
I
of
want
the
to
word.
try the moonshine now. So this tastes like the moonshine?
Yep.
We have to try it.
Almost identical. It's like almost identical.
Crack it open.
You want one?
I finished mine.
You're going to have to open it. I got these
It
here.
was blue in the bottom. I could tell it was that was what was in there.
Lisa said the moonshine tastes just like this. This is amazing.
It is. It's really good. It's really good.
Don't chew it. Just suck it. This is your breath.
Yeah, because it'll bust your teeth.
What you said?
Every time I go up to the mountain, make a mountain.
That was a little weird, I'm sure.
All of a sudden, I'm 12 again.
God, it tastes so good, y'all. Mm.
Blindfold you. What's going on that phone call?
I'll be right back.
I don't know if there's only a couple times where I will let that happen.
Chris Paul.
This situation.
Happy Jam. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Actually, no.
Happy Jam.
Maggie Valley is the Hillbilly Jam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
So that's in June. No, July.
July, what, 20?
Yes, it must be. I've only got a few on here for this next month. So it must be July.
July 20.
You'll understand more what you're talking about. I mean, I know we
Happy
didn't,
25th,
June.
26th.
we just pulled it off
I say I had mostly June on here. So
and just run it. So, yeah, I'm pretty quick, but I finally
Dude, I'm on a diet. I can't have candy like this.
Brian Battle will be there too.
Sweet Memories, Dave. I'll send you the link to it. And it is. It's really good. Everybody's and there's a lot of people you recognize that have candies there.
All right, man. Can't wait.
I just listed
Mama
off
V.
them all, but
Hmm.
Brian Battle will be there too with Alfredo.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need to talk to Alfredo because he said that he wanted to talk to me about my poaching.
He's driving up with Brian.
Nice.
Dave, I'll send you the link to her. Sweet Tooth Memories is the
Yes.
name of it.
Yes, Dave. Oh my God, dude. So good.
Yep, Mark Morgan.
Really
hosted
good.
Root beer, the peach and cream. And
David, this ocean water right here, the ocean water, I don't know if you can see it.
Yep, LPR's ocean water
This
there.
this right here, you have to get you some of this. You have to. Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
And they're smooth, you know, it's something about how smooth they are. You know, they just when they're melting, you don't get that I don't know how to
It's not like when you eat a regular peppermint, and it's not like when you eat like a Jolly Rancher. It's more like, I don't know, it's handmade, so it's kind of different.
Yeah, the only word I can think of is like glycerin. You know, when you have
Mm-hmm.
glycerin, you put it between your fingers and it's like really soft and smooth. That's what they taste like. They're really soft and smooth. And they dissolve well. You know, they don't leave them.
I'm going to go ahead and say this even though I'm going to regret it. But they are very nice and smooth and everything on the tongue. It's a good candy. It's a really good, like,
Okay. And then your
just to have, you know how when you eat hard candy, you like take your tongue, you're moving it around, you know, this candy right here is one to do it with. That's what I'm trying to say.
It is. They're really good.
LPR.
LPR.
But I know that was going to make me stick my foot in my mouth somewhere, some way by one of you. So go ahead.
Okay, Stinky N. There's no way I'm sending you a link.
No.
You're
You just get to
drama,
watch.
and you might as well get lost before we block you. Because I
You
know
either
you're
watch or
dealing
you
with your
don't get
ass.
anything at all. That's your only privilege. Sorry.
You're dealing with your ass.
Somebody
Who is
needs
that?
and
Who is
every
that?
week try to come in
Oh,
and we
this
don't know
girl.
who they are. And when we ask them who they are, they won't explain who they are. So if you're not going to explain who you are, why should we trust you?
Who is
Oh
that?
yeah, well, then after her behavior on Friday night,
Oh yeah.
it was a horror show. All
That was her?
drama. Yeah, that's the one.
That was her?
Yeah. Yep.
What happened? I missed it.
Oh, she came
She
on with
acts like a
drama.
stinky in.
Yeah, she came on with drama, and the more drama she tried to drum up, the bigger her eyes got, and the wilder her hair got, and she had a straw she was whipping around, and it was like,
Because she came on the wrong live.
yeah, don't cause
wrong
drama
live.
somewhere else.
Who is
Mm-hmm.
she?
Not interested at all.
Nobody knows.
Not at all.
Is she even? She's not part of.
No.
She's one of them nobody with no noses. Nobody knows.
Yeah, her name's Noelle something, and she will never be part of the militia and any of that stuff because that was drama and that was bullshit.
And I wish you would say something to Mama B. Please give me the entertainment that I need tonight. I would love
Yeah.
it.
Go
We
hang out
don't
with
need
your
that drama.
yeah. Go hang out with your other shit because you ain't welcome here.
Swing on, little girl.
Like coochie. I don't know what. I think that happens with the sweet and smooth on your tongue. Maybe that goes with that comment.
Like three
Oh,
taco.
you know, I mean, I cannot comment on that.
You know you want to say it, Mama Me.
I do, but I don't.
Bye bye, Stinky N. Stinky N was banned and the comments were removed.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Wow, that was crazy. I at first everybody was trying to, interact with her and trying to, and then it just the more drama she tried to stir, the wider her eyes got and the wilder. Oh man,
It's on that shit.
on the shit
Who
show.
let her on their live?
Damon did, and when she
Oh.
first came on, she was
She
the
was
cutest.
fine.
Yeah.
She was fine while they were live, but when they went unlive and they went backstage, that's when it all started.
Yeah, she started, man, and it was crazy. And I called her out on it. I said, "You like the drama. If you're going to go over there and you're going to stir shit and you're going to keep going back, that drama's on you." And I said that, and she looked right at the camera and grinned and smiled. She was so fucking happy with herself. I was like, "Yeah, I'm over it. Goodbye." It was
I'd
crazy.
have been like, "What you looking at, it?"
What's what?
Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah, the fuck,
Hi,
Duh.
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
I just couldn't deal with it. I was like, and once you
I
finally
gotta see.
figured out that she was into the drama, she was like right into her phone and like hanging on every. Oh, it was crazy. It's like obsessed. It was like a dog with a bone. She wouldn't let it up, and it was like, bye bye now, lady. I'm over it. When I called her out on it, she just had that grin, and she was so happy. And
Yes.
it was like,
See, I hate people like that because once I've said what I said, I don't care what you got to say. There's no more talk. Like either you're gone, or if I mean, we're not in person, so there's no reason for any of this. If we're not in person, you can fly away. I'm not wasting my daggone my strength in my little fingers.
Well, I didn't have any. I didn't have any of the buttons because Damon has them, and Tom, and Phil, and Santa. And Damon had stepped out, and it was like, oh my god, I can't throw her out, so I'm stuck with her.
What if y'all would have had that sound button that you push and it says, I walked outside and said, "Good morning, ladies."
Afro man. Afro man.
I've seen people who have that button.
I didn't have the button.
Good morning, ladies.
Yeah.
Good morning, ladies. And on the little thing, you can hear him do the sniff and everything. You can hear him go, "Good morning, ladies."
Good morning, ladies.
You want to be stinky in so bad. I mean, dang.
It was crazy.
Give your own little button and everything.
I wish I had taken.
Hey, David. Yes, I was telling everybody that everybody was hearing and everybody was like, "What's that sound in the background?" I was like, "Oh, that's just my husband and David."
Hi, Dave. I was just trying to plug your groups. I have them all written down here, your little meetings and stuff. But I take rotten notes, so I can barely read them myself.
All the cups are ready.
Oh, look at that.
I like that one.
I do like that one.
I like that one.
Walnut and cherry wood grain. You can
I
see
like that.
colored
Are
shift
those
in it.
Lisa's?
I love it.
Are those are Lisa's, Charlene?
Huh?
Are those Lisa's?
No.
No, these Lisa's is a
lighter one.
color.
It's going to be backwards.
These are the ones that are going to be displayed at Maggie Valley.
Oh.
Dave says I was backstage. I don't remember it at all. Oh, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That one. There we go. We get the buttons right.
Yeah, I have
Or get that from
coffee
Miss
mug.
Lisa.
Look at the coffee mug.
And then you're watching me pass out.
That's awesome.
Lisa, did you see the coffee mugs?
And that was cool. The first one I seen she had done was a whiskey glass for Hillbilly Glass Barrels, and I knew I was hooked then.
I like that.
Ah,
I'm gonna have to.
There you go.
I'm
like
gonna
that.
message you around the first of June.
shot glass. This one is oh, what color is this one? Mulberry. This one is a mulberry wood grain. And then I have this one. This is
There you go.
the same color as Lisa's bigger tumbler.
I like that.
I like that.
It's a handful. Those big tumblers are a handful. You know you have something in your hand. You certainly do.
Yeah, they're 25 ounces.
Yeah. I just noticed today that you signed it on the bottom. I just noticed that today.
Charlene, did you send me where to get that from, or do I just message you
What?
about your cups and everything?
Just message me.
Because I'm probably not going to be able to get some for popcorn, but I can probably get some for Maggie. Yeah, I can get some for Maggie.
Get something from Maggie Valley.
Yeah, I probably ain't going to be able to get any cups made for popcorn because I won't be able to do it till like the 1st of June, and that's when popcorn is. So I can probably get some to do for Maggie Valley if I can get them from you in time.
Yeah. What are you going to do with them in Maggie Valley?
Just if anybody like, you know,
Tell them, give them away.
some of the shot glasses. Sometimes, yeah, we haven't. See, we take things with all intentions of selling it, but then nobody really like buys it, and then everybody around us, we're always just like, you know, here you go, here you go, here you go, to all our friends.
Okay. Message me. I'll give you a deal.
Okay, okay.
I don't have anything posted up yet, but I'm going to be printing up some stuff, and Damon's going to have it at his booth and all. And while the festival is going on, if you message and say that you heard about me at the festival, you get a percentage off of your order.
There you go.
Yay! I'm doing that. Jamie, don't let me forget.
That's why I said message you.
Yeah, don't let me forget.
Yeah, I want to get. Are you? Several of them will be at Damon's.
Well, they're going to be displays and all.
Okay.
He won't be selling them because he'll be taking them around him with him wherever he's going. But the initial showing will be at Maggie Valley, and and he'll have my cards there. I'll be sending them to him at a later time. So he'll get the cards, and any orders I get that they say that they've got my card at Maggie Valley, then there'll be a percentage, a discount on there, like a 15 or 20% discount and all. So then they just message me, tell me what you want, what color and all, and then
You're gonna sneeze.
and then I'll make them. It's usually going to be, it'll most likely be a 4 to 6 week turnaround. but it will be a lot sooner than that. I just need to do that just in case it ends
Just
up
in
being
case.
more orders than
Yeah.
anything else.
We lost Mama B. She pushed the wrong button.
That's like these here because I think I told Damon 8 weeks, which would give it plenty of time for it to be there before Maggie Valley. But I'm done with all 12 cups.
Yep.
And I believe it's only been about 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah. And they're all hand painted. They're not dipped or anything. They're all hand painted and everything.
Chris Holland says, I want a pint jar. Do you do pint jars with a handle?
Pint jars? Glass? I've never done any glass except for these shot glasses, and I'm pretty sure that I could find the pint jars with a handle on there. I'll have to look and see if I can find any.
Yep. Yep. I know this one. It's hefty. I mean, it's well done. It's a bong breaker because I broke my banger off my bong with it, and it
It
didn't do
slipped
anything
and
to the
it all
bottom of it.
it's shattered or bung.
I know, and it's held up. I mean, the little rubber thing in the top, that thing is awesome. You know, the way it sits, it doesn't, it's not loose.
Yeah.
All
Mama
painted
B
in camo.
lost Mama B.
I can do
Yes,
camo.
it
Hey,
is.
give me a coffee cup and give me a coffee cup.
There's Mama
My
B.
earbud died, so I had to put the other one in.
I'll go get it. Okay.
Oh, and I had to get me some more
One
candy.
of the first cups I made, Chris, one of the first cups I made was for my husband, and it was his camo coffee cup.
You see that, Mama B? Camo?
Yeah. Camo.
Oh,
That camo sure would look good with the cow on it.
Camo cow.
Look at my new. So that pink cow that I got for my birthday, I got. Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah.
the wolf? Yeah. There's a wolf in there. I don't know if you can see. Let me see.
I can see his nose. There you go.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Wow. It was its ear I was looking at. Keeps me
Yeah.
away. Bye,
It's a
Chris.
wolf tail in there.
Thanks for coming in, hon. Thank you.
But this is my new baby that I got for Mother's
Yeah.
Day, and his name is Milky Way.
Milky Way.
He's so cute.
He's cute. It's a good
Thank
name.
you, Jeff.
Did a
Damon,
cup.
these are ready.
She did a cup that was moss. It looked like moss on it, and it had the other one was the boat, the glow in the dark, and it had a boat on it and the waves. Amazing, amazing.
This is the one that I painted the wood grain on, and then I did green on it to make it look like moss, and then I put flowers on it.
Yep. That one with the boat there, with the glow in the dark. That was like one of the. I think that was like the second one I'd seen that you had done, and that was amazing.
Yeah,
I
that's
like the glow in the dark.
nice.
I like that glow in the dark.
Jamie, are them babies in the bed yet?
That's what I'm tucking in right now.
It'll save my life. But
Good night, Delaney.
She's out.
Good
let me
night, my
find my.
little Let's Go Brandon baby.
And that
I'll
thing
make it.
glows in the dark. It's crazy.
I'm gonna get her a shirt made that says "Let's Go Delaney."
Ah ha ha ha. Let's go, Delaney. Let's go.
She said
I'm
she's
gonna
gonna
get.
go back to that restaurant and stand on the table and do it. I said you are not.
Girl, you and me both. Tell me what time we going.
I'm like, you're not doing that.
Yes, we are. Don't play. Hush.
She
You
has
know
that
how much
whole
of an extra
restaurant.
extra tip she got?
She got over $80.
Don't you knock a girl for making some money now.
Yes,
I was not expecting that from her.
What do you need? 5 minutes of fame?
This person was weak.
She has no shame.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So Tater got suspended off the bus for 4 days. Like there's 2 weeks left of school, okay? What did you want? Um but they call me and tell me that she's been suspended off the bus. Well, here's the thing. Tater's been getting picked on about her teeth because she's lost a good bit of them, and so the way that she lost them in different ways, they're coming back. You know, they're not all like the same size. Like this one's coming in this way, this one's coming in this way. You know, different ways.
Yeah. Yep.
So kids on the bus have been picking on her. Taylor has too much of her mom in her, and she doesn't know how to control her anger yet. So this is the second time that Tater has decided to tell somebody who pissed her off that she was going to kill them. You know, I mean, why not? I guess. I mean, it's not like we're on the school bus or anything,
Yeah.
but we didn't do anything to her this time
Mm-mm.
or get on to her. What her daddy told her was, okay, next time there's no threats. You're not going to say anything. You're just going to ball your fist up and punch him in the nose.
That's what we teach ours.
And I'm
There
just
you
like,
go.
yeah,
Check that out.
do that, but at the same time,
it glows in the dark.
I like that.
That's it, huh? That's fucking awesome.
Will you stop?
That cool?
Yeah, we didn't.
At the same time, she, like I said, she doesn't know how to control her anger, but I'm scared for somebody to actually piss her off and her
That's,
go
I'm
off on
scared
them.
with her.
Because when she officially does that first actual like switch flip, that's like an actual switch flip, not verbal, not this, not that. It's gonna be bad. And I hate to tell them, but when I come pick my daughter up, I'm taking her to get ice cream.
So Michael told Delaney that one of the little boys was acting up at school and he's autistic, and he threw a chair and it hit him. And Delaney tells me and Mike, go take me to a school and drop me off. I'll call you when I'm done. I'll take care of him. And then she got in trouble at school because some kid was bullying another kid. Had nothing to do with her. She has to jump in the middle of it, and she's like, "Stop bullying, you motherfucker!" And then the teacher hears her say, "Motherfucker." So we get a call.
But you didn't hear what my daughter said before she said motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Nope, they only heard the mother.
See, that's my problem. I get the phone calls, and when I get phone calls, I'm not trying to take up for my kid. But my thing is like, tell me what happened.
Uh-huh.
Tell me what revolved around my child doing what they did. I'm not saying that I'm not going to whoop their ass. I'm just saying I might not whoop their asses. I need to know the levels. If I need to be on the level down here, if I need to be up here, where I need to be at.
So
What caused her
Delaney,
to do it?
I get a call that Delaney got in trouble, you know. But first, all I hear is she got hit in the head by this kid, and it's a troubled kid. And I'm like, first of all, hell no. She has equipment in her head from brain surgery from not even 2 years ago. You do not mess with my daughter with it around her head, period. So what do? I call the principal. And I'm like, this needs to be taken care of. You know what Delaney did? She spit at him in the face back. She goes, but I didn't touch him, Mom.
I didn't touch him.
See y'all. See, I'm just like Jamie. Hunter comes home, sits down on the couch beside me. This was like 2 weeks ago now. And he's got tears in his eyes. And he goes, Mom, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, what's up? I don't think I'm going to pass my grade. And I'm like, why wouldn't you pass your grade? I'm making a really bad grade in math. Why? How? Because the last report card that we got, he was good to go.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
Very good, Ben.
then he's like, well, my teacher, and he gives me this story that his teacher told him she's not giving any more assignments for the year. She's not going to help anybody. She's not doing this. She's not doing that. It is the way it is. And I'm like, what? Excuse me?
You fight for each of them.
Like, he's ADHD, but he's not really that bad. Hunter's smart. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, like, when he told me that his teacher was, and that she had said that, I automatically picked my phone up. And I'm like, I'll handle this, okay? Things will be different tomorrow, and you will be able to do what you need to do. Just give me 2 seconds. I wrote a very rude parental message like, hey, my son, your student, Hunter Murphy, came home in tears, and I mean, I was not very nice because
Mhm.
I went off of what my son said.
Yeah. It comes back and bites them because they're not telling us the full story.
This woman, I am like, what I will tell you guys is, I will tell you guys that this woman is an atrocious bitch. Okay, I will tell you guys that. I did finally find out that she really is like an atomic bitch. Okay. I've already reported her everything else because this bitch had the nerve to not message me back to any of my messages, not even call me, not even nothing. And after Hunter did what he did, and I sent my rude ass message, the next day report cards were sent home. Hunter's report card in his math class showed that he had 13 missing assignments. Not just like, and he's in the 6th grade, okay? So this wasn't just like, I'm absent, couldn't do it because I was absent, or this wasn't missing like that. This was just did not do my work. So then I had to call. I am so sorry. I went off of an explanation. Then This bitch was very rude to me on the phone. I'm not gonna lie to you. She really was. And like mentioned to me, she kept on reminding me that it was my son's fault. Like, shit, it's my son's fault. At the same time, how come from the last report card to this report card, if my son stopped doing his work,
Why didn't you call
why
me?
didn't I get a message? Why didn't you call me? Why didn't
Yeah.
I know?
Yeah, because isn't there
Because
progress report still?
thank you.
No,
Yes,
but they'll
yes,
turn in
yes.
the parents so quick by the
Yes,
time
Charlene, they
school.
do. Yes, like Jamie said, they send the stuff in, and then, dude.
Don't even go there with me right now when it comes to
So,
attendance.
so I'm mad at him because you fucking lied to me. You lied to my face, and you made me send a message to this lady,
Yeah.
and made me look like a psycho.
Yep.
But that wasn't just it. He does some makeup work and does this. Well, then he comes back home. Now I know this time he really has no reason to lie to me. He's done gotten some things taken. He's grounded. This teacher told him he did some makeup work, and this teacher told him that she was not going to update it in the computer because she was not going to waste her time on somebody that was doing last minute work.
Excuse me, she needs to update it. I would have slipped.
It's in. You fucking update it.
Here I am back on the phone. I don't know who you think you're speaking to as an adult who's supposed to be a teacher who signed up for this job.
Yeah.
But since you guys make these children learn on the computer, and they learn on the computer from morning to the time they are about to go home, and you guys aren't teaching anymore, why the fuck are y'all always worried about how much you're getting paid and worried about your salary and shit when all you're doing is sitting at the desk while they're on the computer doing their work, and teachers don't teach in front of a classroom no more? But then whenever children are on these computers doing their classwork, and then they're falling back on their classwork, you're not checking in behind on these computers. Why are you bitching about your salary, bitching about being a teacher, bitching about children, bitching about
Because
why?
then, if you miss school, they don't get paid for it. They don't care. It's
Yeah.
like, I think it's all money, I feel. Like, I don't feel that
Well,
they care about the kids' education like how they did when
Right,
when
because
we were in
nowadays all
school.
these kids on the computer, if you think we had computer class, but that was
We
an
had computer
elective.
class, but
Yeah.
everything was done
But you
on
sat in front of
hand.
a teacher that got up in front of a board and taught you all day long.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All day long.
Yes. Yeah.
Boy. Mm.
Well,
That's
and plus,
almost why I want to put my kids in private school.
But
And then gonna try to teach, and then gonna try to treat children like, oh, I don't have time. What the fuck are you there for? You just
yeah.
running the clock for what?
Yeah. You get some
And
kid
then
that's
they're going to
actually
blame it
trying.
because they don't get paid that much.
You know?
What'd you say, Lisa?
Michael's
You got a kid
what?
that's actually
So
trying.
Michael's
You know?
school,
He's
in the middle of the year, they changed his preschool. They changed it to a daycare. They changed the label from school to daycare.
Was he doing
yeah.
4K?
Huh?
Was he doing 4K? 3 or 4K?
Yeah, the pre-K. And they switched it. And I honestly feel it's because the same teacher that Delaney had, she got promoted and she's now the director of a Head Start. They hired another person, and I feel that that person that they hired doesn't have her license to be considered a school. But if you're labeled as a
You took the candy? Did you take the candy?
if you're labeled as a daycare, why do you have to provide dental records, shot records? You have to have your attendance or they report you. How is that?
Yeah.
So I
I
feel
mean,
bad
your
and I
kid
said to
misses
them,
like a day or two, and they're calling you like your child was absent. Bitch, I know. I I
And you want me to bring
know.
him
And
to school
why?
when he has a fever? Do you want
Yeah,
me to
and
bring him to school when after he has a surgery? Like,
And they're like, "Do
is
you
he
have a
old?
doctor's note?" Well, okay, I'm sorry, but on your
Doesn't matter.
freaking policy that I have, it says that if my child has over 100 something fever, keep
Yeah.
them home. You want me
Yeah.
to take them to the doctor every single time they have a little bit of a fever, or do
I'm
you
not
want me to
going
follow
to.
your fucking policy?
And we're friends with the doctor, so all I have to do is just call her and say, "Hey, can you write me a doctor's note? I'm coming by to pick it up."
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to take him every single time.
Yeah.
So I said to him last time, and they did not like it. I said, "You guys are the ones that changed it from a preschool to a daycare." I said, "I didn't know that daycare is asking for all this, and we get turned into the state when they miss so much school still."
Yeah.
I said, "So," and she goes, "Well, if he misses one more day, he's going to be dropped out." I said, "Go ahead and just drop him out." She goes, "That's not what we're saying." I said, "Just have corporate call me, just have the head school call me." I said, "Because I would love to talk to the person."
If that's not what they were saying, then isn't that what they just said?
That's what she told me. She said, "One more day he misses, he's going to be dropped out."
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but I mean, just now said, and then that's not what we're saying. Um, Call me stupid, but
So then, Michael, we pull up to school the other day, and the teacher opens up the door and is like, "Are you ready for school?" And he goes, "This isn't a school. This is a daycare." My mommy said. I was like, "Oh my god!" And she goes to me. She goes, "Oh really?" I said, "Yeah. You might want to look it up on Google."
dude, I found out that our middle child, if if we do anything, she may or may not say what we do. We had made a couple of decisions together as parents for our older son, and we were talking about it. Lord, this child heard it, and she said, "Oh, I'll tell. I'm gonna tell everybody." And I'm like, um,
I'm gonna beat
no, this is not anything to do with you, and you keep your mouth shut,
you.
or you'll end up out there with
I
all them animals.
I'm scared to hear what these kids say at school to their teachers. I'm like, what they come home to tell us? I'm like, what?
I try to explain like as much as I can to the bare minimum, so that hopefully when I get phone calls, people are like, "Okay, well, they're letting." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah."
Yeah. What
No,
happens
but these
here
kids have
stays
ears. They
here.
can hear it
Thank
all the way
you,
from the
Lisa.
other.
Yeah. What happens here stays here.
And
You
then when
go
they don't
outside
want to
these
hear you,
walls.
they don't hear you.
You go
Yeah.
outside these walls, you and I are gonna have a fucking problem.
So I will tell you guys, I have Lisa, Charlene, LPR, Damon, Mark Morgan, and Jamie and Delaney on my list, and they are going out this weekend.
Love it.
Nice.
Love it.
I
I
gotta get
can't
mine
wait.
together. I keep forgetting to buy stamps.
Where the bear shits in the woods. I'm
Yeah.
saying, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It's a round robin now because
Yeah.
they tell
I
you to
totally
go to
agree
the
with that.
doctors. And
did she
Chris
just?
said if he's looking at a grandparent, he'll walk in and show him where the bear shits in the woods.
yeah. 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 You got your,
Okay.
it's like you raise your kids, but you have to raise your kids by their rules because it'll affect,
She being pretty.
making wine, yeah. I remember my kids going to school and telling everybody I was a witch because I had all these things, brewing, all the little jars of stuff in my little cabinet and stuff, and they weren't allowed to touch it. And I remember them telling everybody that I was a witch. It was kind of funny.
Yo, this is Pam Sutton. I don't know if y'all have ever seen her before.
I don't think so.
She's got a big. Oh,
Because I don't like you guys, man. Look at them eyes.
yeah, this is Pam Sutton.
Delaney named the bunny Popcorn.
That's our dog's name.
We taken the only thing we did when our kids were growing up is we smoked, so we always said it was just cigarettes, and then once I get a little bit older, they had the DARE program and stuff coming around.
Does this just give you a headache too?
So we had to talk to the kids about it, and I remember my oldest daughter, she answered the phone one day, and they go, "Hey, what's your mother doing?" And my oldest daughter goes, "Oh, she's smoking a joint with David." Just as honest engine as anything. And I'm like, we need to talk.
See, when I was younger and we did the DARE program, I was always like, oh my God. Like, because my mom and my dad, they smoked, and I knew they did. I knew that whatever they were doing in our laundry room did not smell like the cigarettes that they smoked normally, okay?
Yeah.
So then I did the DARE program, and I was like, oh my God. And then after the DARE program, I'm like,
You know what? Yeah.
let me see what it's about.
I always told the kids, I don't want to lie to you. So I'm not going to
Yes.
hide it from you. So, I don't want to lie to you. I don't want you to lie to me.
I'll never,
But it's like
I'll
these
never
kids
forget y'all.
It's scary to be honest with them right now.
Yeah. Well, you're
Yeah.
you're
And
getting
my
to that
kids know
age.
too much.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, guys. I was 12 years old. We went to Cherokee and we were staying in a hotel near the casino because my mom and my aunt were going to the casino, and me and two of my cousins were old enough to watch my sister and our smaller cousins. Me and my two older cousins smoked. Well, my mom and my aunt, they did too. I guess my mom and my aunt didn't get enough for their trip, but we did. So there was one night where we had just rolled a really big fat joint. We were about to smoke. Oh my God, it was going to be great. And we thought that my mom and my aunt it was my cousin's mom. We thought that they were good. We hear a knock on the door and we're like, oh, shit. Well, they tell me, my cousin Casey, and then Josh to all come in the room. And we're all like, sitting there. I mean, we're all like 12. I think they were 13, but I was 12. We're just sitting there like, okay, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Didn't know you were still up. And they were like, we have a problem.
Uh-oh.
And they're like, we don't have any more pot to smoke. And we know that you guys are smoking. And we're like, what? No. What? We don't smoke. What are you talking about? And my aunt, she looked at me and her son and she was like, I know that y'all have some. And I kept looking at my mom like, oh my, I didn't know if I was in trouble. The whole time I'm just sitting there like with my asshole in my neck because I'm like, am I about to get my ass beat? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, then they're like, we're not mad. If you have some, we just want to smoke too. This is a trick. This is a trick. This is a trap. I'm not in for it. No. But they were for real. And that is the first. Oh my God. I will never forget. My cousin finally brought it out and he was like, okay, fine. He was like, if if we're not gonna get whoopings, and just it was like a.
Taking the chance.
I will never forget all of us passing this joint in silence because it was so awkward, but everybody needed to smoke, you know. But and I'll never forget, it got to me, and the next person would have been my mom. I passed it to my cousin, and I said,
I remember the first time I ever smoked with my uncle. He taught me how to do the gravity bomb,
"Do you know that
and my
David just said
parents
puff puff
showed
fast?"
up right as I was hitting it, and my parents don't know. Still to this day, like they have no clue. And we all acted like we were sound asleep, and my uncle wouldn't let my parents come up to their, up to where we were at.
Tell me what you think about that.
Dave
And
dance.
we stayed in that room for hours.
He's already been on there talking about what do you mean? What do I think about what? He's on here too.
My uncle was my first one I smoked with too.
Oh, David, if you're still in here, because I think I seen you earlier, dude. That apple rye that Jason ran. Oh my God, you can taste both. You can taste the apple and the rye. It's good. We're almost done with the jar. Well, it's not a whole jar, but a little bit.
Yeah, the first person I smoked with was my uncle too, Jamie. My mother didn't like him, so it was kind of funny because that's who I had to hang out with. Oh, Mom don't like him. He must be a lot of fun, you know. And we ended up smoking together. So that's you smoking together. My
Smoke
parents.
with my mom to this day. I mean, now it's I'm older and everything, but just the working my way into it, the way I had to just kind of jump into it,
Taking your sausage.
Guys, I had another surprise in my package. I can't exactly tell you guys what it is because it was a surprise. But let me tell y'all something. The nose on this, and this is something the LPR did, obviously, but the nose on this was phenomenal. And then the taste, the fact that he worked in the taste that he did. Now this is a one of a kind shine. I'm not gonna say what it was. I will if he ever decides to do it, I will let him do it. But my mama be opinion on this shine. Oh my God, like I do poaching out of potatoes, but what he did, y'all, it's a potato shine, but it's completely different than poaching or anything else. And y'all, it is out of this world. A home run hit, like y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's so good, and I really do. Like, we sent him a message and everything, letting him know we, did a little trial and everything like he asked us to do, and I let him know on the message. This is not like he said it was a hit or a miss. This is not a miss. This is definitely a hit that you need to continue on, like so bad.
Has anybody ever tried honeysuckle?
No, and I want to.
There's so much honeysuckle out here, like so much. And we were driving, and Mike said it. He goes, honeysuckle moonshine. And I said, I don't think anybody's even brought that up. Like I don't even think I've heard
I've heard
anybody.
people talking about it, but I haven't seen anybody do it.
And I was thinking about doing it, and the person that I was gonna reach out to and talk to about it was Lisa.
Yeah,
This lady right here.
I've heard a couple people talk about it, but they
Mm-hmm.
haven't. They moved on to that mimosa now. Everybody's trying mimosa.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you buy honeysuckle seeds to grow your own honeysuckle?
Should imagine so.
Can you buy
Because you know how if you go to like a regular store to buy like your fruit seeds, vegetable seeds, do they have honeysuckle seeds?
Yeah,
You would think so.
you'd think so. But
Okay.
Go to bakersrareseeds.com.
yeah,
They have
Baker's Rare
anything
Seeds.
and everything you can think of.
I got
You
a
said Baker's Rare Seeds?
Uh-huh. And there's another place too that's like that. It's called Heirlooms.
yes, yep, yep. Mine's Gurney's and Brett's. I don't know if they have a glossary.
What is it? Gurney's?
Gurney's, Gurneys. They'll send it to you free.
And you said flax?
Brett's, BRETKS. Brett's. They'll both send you the catalog.
Breetks. Wait, is that an F or a P on the front?
B.
B.
Like Becky.
Okay.
Bretty.
So BRETKS?
CK.
CKS.
CKS.
Yep, Brett's.
And Jess says,
Mhm.
check with the people that plant deer fields. They carry them too.
Okay. Okay.
Look at
Okay.
Lisa, Mama B.
Yeah, I see it. I got it. Thank you.
Here's the other one. There's
Brex, Gurney's, Heirlooms, and Baker's Rare Seeds. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, they're good too. And so, yeah, bakers, yeah.
Really? So deer like honeysuckle?
Oh, yes.
Really? I've never had them bother mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, then bean sprouts, honeysuckle, all that junk. Yes. You want me to get it for you, baby?
Before they started building the house behind us, and where my chicken coop is now, I tore out all those honeysuckles. Those were red honeysuckles on that side. But over here on my other side, just on the other side of my driveway, is all white honeysuckle.
Yeah, that's what mine are. So what are you saying? He just said they're easy to grow. Why couldn't you just take the cutting off it? Make a cutting out of it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just find a tree that you like, honeysuckle or, bush or a vine and cut it off
And replant it.
honey and
I'm about ready for the same thing.
you dip it in honey or cinnamon. Cinnamon is a good one to dip it into.
Okay, guys, I need to get.
Quiet.
I love you.
Love you too.
Thank you
I
for
will see
coming
you
on,
guys
Jamie.
next week.
Please give those babies love.
Yeah.
Oh, I will.
Yeah. You get her a little high.
I will.
Get her going
Tomorrow I have field day with Delaney at school.
How does she do that?
It's a FaceTime thing. If you turn on FaceTime, it does it.
Oh, that's cool.
Mine did it once, but it hasn't done it since then.
Oh, there it is on Jamie's.
It does the thumbs up too.
Yep. And it'll do the
I wonder if it flips you off if it does it.
you do this and it's fireworks. I think this is fireworks. If you do the fingers, it's fireworks. Maybe not. Huh.
No.
I used to have them written down what they all did. I thought it was fireworks. Nice, Jamie.
It doesn't do nothing for me.
Me neither.
No, it's a FaceTime thing. You have to turn it on or something. Nope, some phones have
I've
it.
never turned anything on that I know.
I know.
Unless my daughter has.
Yeah, Randy did. Randy had them on, and I was all jealous of Randy having them on there, so I went and looked it up. And it said you had to turn them on through FaceTime.
Yeah, she must have done it then.
Uh-huh. He had never turned his on either, so maybe it's just
Punk
some folks have
beach.
it, some folks don't.
Punk beach.
Can't what they call
My husband's calling me a punk bitch.
She's ready for bed.
I'm
flax
fighting.
seed for eyesight.
Okay.
Love you, Jamie.
Love you too.
Text me or
Oh,
call me sometime this week.
we're
End.
not doing ladies' night that on that Thursday, right? For the
Yeah, we
What
will.
when we're all
Thursday?
at the pre-party.
Yeah, we will.
I'm gonna try to go on a little bit.
Yep.
Live at the bar?
If I gotta turn my mic off, I will.
We'll be here.
But I'll
Okay.
at least
I'll
show
talk.
everybody around.
Yeah.
We'll be here. I
Yep,
will be.
we'll be here. We're homebodies.
Yep, we'll be here.
We will be here to show everybody around. Jamie, your face will be on there.
If I'm not too drunk.
We will be. We will be, but we're going to be perfectly fine.
I like if I have to sleep in the truck for a few hours, I'm good.
Thank you, Bare Knuckles Mob.
Thank you, Bare
Thank
Knuckles.
you very much, honey.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I will
Text
talk.
me or call me sometime this weekend. I love you.
I love you too. I'll talk to you this weekend.
Yeah, night
Bye.
dreams. The Bare Knuckles Mob. I wonder if that has something to do. My buddy Josh, he has a fight coming up this week. I think it's this week in Connecticut. He does that bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah,
That's how I get into the bare knuckles thing.
like that MMA.
I don't know if it's not mixed martial.
If it's bare
Bare
knuckle, they don't
knuckle.
have nothing on their hands, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's usually pretty bloody when he gets done. I can't remember who he's fighting, but it's in Connecticut, Monhegan Island. Monhegan.
Yeah.
Not Monhegan. Mohegan's son. Oh. Right, Afraid not. So my buddy Josh, he does that. I've known him since he was before he was born.
So afraid.
Afraid. Stopping in to say hello. No, I'd wonder about the honeysuckle if he couldn't just take a piece of a vine and clone it, like you would anything else.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm a cheap bitch. I wanna.
Amen.
I don't have to buy anything. I don't have to.
Me
Yep.
neither.
So you wonder if he couldn't just, take a clone off it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would seem like you'd want it a little bit woody. A little bit woody. I'm going to be 12.
Yes.
But
Just a little.
I don't know. I'll have to look at it and see if maybe you can do that. I don't know if this has a glossary in it or not. It does not appear to. This is mostly bulbs. This does not appear to have a glossary either. Nope. They probably get more people buying stuff if they had to look at the whole catalog to find shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mama B, Afraid Not says he has sent you messages through Messenger.
Gotcha. Okay. I will look at them.
Did you do any of your paintings this week, Mama B?
I did. I finished. Okay, so I got them in here actually. I'm glad you just asked me that. So I finished the gigantic
Oh, you did.
I did finally. God. Hold on. Let me lay it out. Okay. There we go. All right. Oh, I can't flip you guys around. So here you go.
Put you on. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Look
Wow.
at that, huh? I'm amazed at how realistic they do look when you're done.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my God. Me too. And then the other one's in the living room. I'm grabbing me some. Hold on.
And you said you customize those. That'd be really cool.
So those are done by how the instruction is. I have one that came without any it didn't come with beads. So I'm not going to be able to go by the key. I'm going to have to just kind of like do it how I want to.
Wing
So
it.
that's going to be a customized one, but on the site what I'm trying to let people know is like if they have a paint, like if they have a diamond painting that they've seen that I don't have, let me know. Just different things like that because I mean I can do really any of them. I just need to know what they want.
Thank you, Chris.
And then there is customizable ones that people can do. You can like upload pictures and do some. I know that. So my sister that is on there, that she chose the little nickname Puddin'. I don't really know why, because that's not her nickname. Our nicknames are from the Little Rascals. It's So she's Porky and I'm Buckwheat, but but and she doesn't mind being Porky. Okay. I know y'all seen her, so whatever. That's my sister, and I love her to death. I actually used to get in so much trouble at school because of her. But anyway, I'm kind of doing this for her because she lives in like this trailer park, and she's kind of struggling to pay her bills right now. So that's why I'm doing it. I'm kind of doing it because I'm helping her out.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
that's really it. And plus, I love it because for some reason it like triggers my OCD really, really bad, and that helps a lot too. So
Yeah, it makes you focus and block everything else out and
exactly,
Yep.
completely stress. And that's why I paint.
because life can be a bitch.
I haven't really been painting. I did a bear.
What you did the Raven, and what about after the Raven?
I haven't done anything since really. I
Ah,
did the Raven.
trust me, I totally can understand.
Good.
He's kind of got some peg leg, pirate legs on him, but I don't care. I like him. And Phil Billy asked me to do a painting, so I'm drawing out the painting for Phil Billy.
Okay,
And that's going to be another gnome with a still.
that's gonna be cool.
That's what he'll look like. But he wants to
I'll drop that.
give it away or do the raffle thing that he's doing. He wants
Yeah.
that included in there. So, and I was like, "Do you really think somebody would want one of my paintings? Come on!"
Yes,
Like, yeah.
ma'am.
So I was like, "All right, I'll do one. I'll give them all. If it's gonna make money for Tammy, I'll give them all."
Exactly.
So I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna paint it tomorrow night. I'll paint it while they're on.
Yeah.
Somebody can see that their painting getting painted. I don't know. I find it hard to believe somebody would want one of my paintings like that, but
Well, don't, because it's very believable.
What kind of one?
huh?
What kind is it?
It's the gnome with the still,
With the mushroom?
with the still, the gnome. Whoop,
Oh, yep.
the
That would
still.
be cool.
So I get it drawn out anyway. And
Same with the steel.
I've been playing in my garden. Oh yeah, Mama B wasn't here for the garden stories.
No,
You saw my
I wasn't.
the raised bed that Tim made me. So he's been going to Home Depot and Lowe's.
Oh no, I seen the picture. I commented on it.
Yep. Well, I got it full of dirt, and they had a sale. It was like $2 a bag of dirt, so it was pretty cheap, and easy to do. It holds a
Yeah.
cubic yard of dirt. That's how big it is. But I did morning glories and moonflowers, and I let them soak in water for a day and a half, and they all started to split open and germinate.
Oh wow.
They're
Yeah.
planted all along the back, and they take and will crawl up the dog wire. But I don't want my dogs pissing on it, so it was a raised bed. I wanted it big enough so they couldn't tip it over if they jumped up onto it, so
Yeah.
it's pretty wide. And so I figured I'd do all herbs in it. So today when he went up, they had sales going on. He got chives and rosemary and sage.
Oh, that's cool.
He got a couple different kinds of peppermint and spearmint and yerba buena, which is a sweet mint. Who knew? I always saw yerba buena or whatever the word is. I can't say
Yeah.
it now. And I always saw it, and I always just passed over it because it was like, oh well, we don't have that. And that's
Yeah.
what it was. It's a sweet mint. Who'd have
Huh.
known?
Oh wow.
Why didn't they just say sweet mint instead of yerba buena or whatever the words were?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for years, I've just been, I flip the page. I don't even look. It's like, yeah, that's not even
something like that. It means sweet mint.
yerba buena. Yep, sweet mint.
Yerba buena.
And it
Yerba
does.
buena.
It smells, it's kind of like a spearmint in between. Peppermint spearmint. It's a little light. And a catnip. He got me a catnip.
I bet that worked good.
Catnip is real good for indigestion and upset stomach. And
Yeah.
the peppermint, the catnip. And
Wow.
yerba buena is good for that too. So I'm trying to focus on things that are, medicinal. And the sage, I use that on my pork roast. I'll put a pork roast down and put sage leaves on top of it,
What works good for that?
and then crack black pepper. A lot of black pepper. I love black pepper.
We got gnats on Thursday.
What is good for gnats? Bug repellent.
Bug repellent.
Horn gnats.
I have the citronella geranium. You can find those. Peppermint, rosemary, lavender. All the really strong smelling ones.
We'll have to plant those around the chicken coop.
I guess so.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get lavender and rosemary and stuff like that to plant around the chicken
Yep.
coop.
Yep. The strong smelling ones, they don't like that. And because that's what I put the tea tree oil. I put tea tree oil, lavender, rosemary, citronella geranium
Yeah, see,
I
we
think
tried
that's-
lavender.
in my bug repellent.
Oh, this is the lavender flowers to plant.
Yep. Even the leaves on lavender are really potent. You don't have to wait for the flowers. You can use the leaves.
Yeah.
My plant last year, I left it alone because I wanted it to come back this year, and it didn't come back. It's dead out there. I'm waiting, but it's pretty dead. It's sitting there looking pretty scary. It looks like one of those old Halloween haunted pictures right now.
Yeah.
The most toxic shit you can get. That's what, that's.
You have to make this some more.
Still after that one?
I know.
Well, you wonder, gnats, if they'd come to those bug traps that people make. They put maple syrup and vinegar and water
Oh,
in
yeah.
trap.
Oh, I didn't
Maybe they
think
come
about
to
that.
them traps.
Same thing you use for wasps.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yep. You take a soda bottle and you cut the top off and take the top upside down, put it in there.
Oh yeah.
Go down in and they can't get back
Take a
up.
2 liter bottle, babe, cut the top of it off, flip it upside down, and tape it back on to it, and they go down it, but they don't come back out.
Okay.
Because they don't
Yeah.
find it. They go up to the top and get stuck around the top. They don't
Yeah.
go in the middle and up through. So they get down
Even
in
the 1 gallon waterers over there that we have that's empty.
Jason Acosta. Happy birthday, Jason. It's
Hello,
Jason's birthday.
Jason.
I was just talking to him. I just had before.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I won't keep going. I can't sing.
What are you doing,
Who, me?
Mama Boo? Yeah.
Putting in hair glitter.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Putting in glitter in her hair. Glitter
Extension
strands.
sort. Ow. Mine's a mess. I've been outside working, so it's a mess.
I hate my hair.
Oh,
It's getting
I
long.
absolutely hate it.
It's getting long.
I know, and I want it to get longer, but it's just being a hassle right now.
I never put my hair up. I'm never happy with it. So
I know, I keep it up because I hate it.
what don't you like about it? Just
It gets in my face and I just can't stand it.
yeah, I keep mine away and around.
I'm the
I
same
just,
way.
I
That's
can't.
why it's always pulled up.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I can't do that. I'm never happy with my hair pulled up. I don't know. It always looks weird.
And this is really hard to do. Like, one of the hardest things I've ever done.
See, now I'd lift up some hair and then put the hair extension in under. And
Yeah, I
then
did.
it back down. Yeah. Is that what you did?
See, I got this, and then I have to pull it back over. I just need to go get I'll be right back. I gotta get scissors.
I remember doing shit like that for the girls.
Yep, that's why, because graduation is coming up, and they said that I have to match their colors.
I pretty much had the same hairdo I had in high school. It's gone shorter. When I rode motorcycle all the time, I had my hair short because I got sick of trying to brush it. But when I rode motorcycle all the time, I had really short hair.
Yep, I picked doll scissors. It's okay.
I'd say so. There you go. You got a bite there.
There we go. Are you serious right now? I just pulled. Okay. So I have silver, and I did really good on the silver. I did this yesterday, okay? This pink that I'm trying to put in my hair will not go. It's just not. You know what? I'm not one to do things to make me pretty. So we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done. I tried it twice. It didn't work. So guess what? I'm not doing it again.
Trying another time. You have the patience for it.
I don't. And guess what? It goes in the trash. So that's exactly where this is going, in the trash.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
I pretty much had the same haircut since I was in high school. If you take my picture, right now, it looks almost identical to my high school picture, other than I'm a little bit more wrinkled.
I can do everything to the girls. I can braid their hair. I can do this. I can do that. Now, the only thing to my hair that I can do is French braid it. I can French braid it, and that's it. Everything else, no. Like, it has to be done to somebody else, because if it's done to me, it's not happening.
Yeah, I can't.
Take that pink hair and put it in your French braid.
You know what? I'm so glad you said that, because I was thinking about it, and I think I can do that.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
weave it right in.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got the silver in. And honestly, the only reason I did this is because I don't know if y'all remember, but I tried to dye my hair gray. I tried to dye it like a silver. I couldn't get it. I don't know why. I bleached it. Then I put the metallic. I mean, I did everything that I thought I could do. And I mean, I even went to hair school. So I'm like, I should probably know how to do this a little bit. Well, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it. So for Mother's Day, Jason's mom has been going gray and silver. She just finally got tired of dealing with her hair, and she was like, "I'm just gonna let it grow out." Well, see, the whole reason in me dyeing my hair gray and silver was to match his mom. But I couldn't do it. So I had went back to this kind of darker color on my hair, and I was like, let me put some silver in it. And I'll just, when I see her, I'm going to be like, look, it didn't work, but look what I got. I got me some gray. She loved it though. She did. And her hair is looking so good, y'all. Oh my God. Like, for any woman who wants to embrace their silver or whatever, she is totally freaking doing it.
Yeah. Oh, I did.
I
haven't
mean,
dyed my hair in years. Mine's all natural. I haven't did it in
That's
years.
what I did.
yeah.
Since I was 16, I've always colored my hair like an auburn color. And then here, what, a couple years ago now? A couple years ago, I just went back to my natural hair color because
Yeah.
the silver blends in.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. See, I keep on, like, my hair was growing out and I was getting these darker roots. So I was like, you know what? Let's just. People know that I'm blonde. People know that. They know.
No.
They know it hard.
So I was laughing at the picture I posted. I made it my profile picture for a minute. I was like, well, that's more my natural color. It looks different under the light, and you get outside. It depends on what light I'm under, but my hair is really gray.
Yeah, I think the one that you posted where you was like showing everything. Oh my God, it's so. See, that's what I was going for. I was going for that beautiful, like your hair is so shiny out, and like when you was out there showing your hair, I was telling Jason, I was like, why can I not have that?
That's that rosemary oil stuff that I make. That's the only thing I really use. I use a cheapo shampoo and conditioner, but when I have time off, like Tuesday and Wednesday, I'll have days off. Monday, Monday I have Mark's herb thing, but Tuesday and Wednesday,
Yeah,
I'll put that on my hair and I'll put a plastic bag or plastic wrap around my head, nice
yeah,
and warm. Let it sit on
yeah.
for a while. I do that, maybe
I
twice a
use
month.
tinfoil. We look like a bunch of aliens walking around here with a bunch of tinfoil on our heads. But the girls know that I've told them every time I do their hair, when I do the tinfoil thing, it's to hold the heat in. It holds that heat.
I just use a
That's
Walmart
so
bag.
funny.
I use a Walmart bag. I
Oh,
put my head in the corner.
I hope y'all don't mind getting a bunch of Food Line and Walmart bags, but that was the only box stuffer really that I had. So, because I keep them for trash bags.
In Maine, they don't give them out anymore. You have to pay for a bag. They won't give you a bag. You go in there and you buy like 10 things. You get a couple of
Girl, you got plenty. Girl, you got plenty. They they coming in a box.
There you go.
I got you for at least 2 weeks, okay?
I keep them. I do.
I do. Like y'all have to look. Like I have a cabinet of. Oh my God, it's so funny about cry tears.
I keep them. I have a bag of bags, and then
You see them?
I have a bag of bags. Yeah, just like that.
So I was looking for like stuffers and everything, and I'm just like, I'm looking around. I'm like, you know what? I hope everybody loves them some grocery bags.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it works. It works.
Some people's getting a couple of like packaging. I think there's like a little bit of like some brown paper, some bubble wrap, and some packaging that I had left over from some things, but they're all topped with grocery bags.
There you go. It works. And it's lightweight. It's lightweight. You're not
Yeah,
adding much
yeah.
weight
Put up.
to it.
See, I didn't, y'all. Listen, Lisa. I didn't think about nothing like that. Okay, so I'm getting all y'all's packages ready, and I'm just like, moving along. I'm
Yes.
excited. I'm about to send everything off. Jason's like, we're gonna have to pay to send them off, right? I was like, what? What do you mean?
Oh yes.
You have to pay for shipping, Tanya? And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't add much weight. LPR sent me a T-shirt, and it was like $7 just for a T-shirt. And I was like, holy crap!
So I tried to pack them as best I can, but like I said, I sent you guys. I have a little bit of merch left of my stuff because I give my stuff away. Jason, to me, this is how I feel. Jason went on the show and he won. I didn't. So I feel like his merch and stuff signed is a little bit more than mine. So I'll just be handing my stuff out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a nobody. I give my stuff away. Other than the
That's what I'm saying. Like,
the T-shirts, I give them away. I trade them, and I have that site that sells them now. So
I'm going to go on. I got to get me a shirt. I have to get me a
I'm
shirt.
sending you one. So
Oh.
I'm sending you one.
Okay. Well, good, because I can wear this one sometimes, and then I can wear my Ditch Witch one sometimes.
Whenever.
Oh, I was going to message you earlier, and I was going to be like, do you want to wear your rat's ass shirt with me tonight? But then I didn't. I totally forgot.
We'll have to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We need to get Charlene one.
Yep. I got her a little package over here ready to go. I just got to remember to take them whenever I go out. I forget, to grab them because I got so many other things I'm trying to fit in that one little trip, because I don't go out often. I'm not.
I told Jamie that I sent my last two. I told her, I said, I'm sending my last two camouflage hats to Lisa and Charlene. So if Delaney, I have pink hats for her and Delaney. And I told her, if Delaney really needs a camouflage hat, I'm bringing my very own camouflage hat to the event. And if that baby really needs her a camouflage hat, she's going to get my very own camouflage hat.
Yeah, trade.
I'm going to give it to her. I'll get me another one.
Stonebridge RV Park. So you did find somewhere to park your camper. That's cool.
Okay. I have to look it up, dude, because I don't know where I don't know where a lot of things is up there. But if you, right beside the festival, it's called Comfort Inn. That's where a lot of us are going to be at. And that's like after the festival type hours. But that's where all of us are going to be at, right there in that parking lot type area. It's like a little,
Get together.
almost like a little, yeah, kind of like a patio, kind of, what is them things called?
Gazebo?
There you go. Kind of like a little gazebo area. Yes. So we're always right there. And then the pre-party, like David Master said, it's going to be at that
Junction 35.
Junction 35.
Pigeon Forge.
And I'm really excited because this is going to be the first year that we're going to be at a pre-party. And I just found out tonight, probably with all of you guys, because y'all heard half of the conversation, that we're going to be featured at the thingy. That's so cool.
Yes, yeah.
I'm totally excited about that.
Figure out what your little speech is, what you're going to say, and wonder what all the questions are, because they always catch you off guard with something silly,
So I'll be talking for me and Jason. We already knew that. But I am bringing poaching, and I do have a. I don't know if everybody's seen my TikTok because I don't normally put it on Facebook anymore. I put it on my TikTok, but I have a watermelon or a strawberry watermelon.
Oh,
It's singing. Okay, I'm talking about. If you go look at that thing, Lisa, go watch that video and listen to it. That thing is loud.
I don't do much TikTok now. I keep getting like people being rude, sending messages and stuff. I hate that. It's like, oh look, I got 5 messages.
I had a chick trying to jump on me because I didn't have my teeth in on one of my videos. And I told her, I said, honey, in order to hurt my feelings, you have to find feelings to hurt.
Yes, yeah, you gotta
Like,
do better than that.
what do you need from me? Because you're picking on me because I didn't have my teeth in. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
And that offended you for what?
Yeah.
And if it offended you that bad, then why was you on my page?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Charlene just said, why was you on my page looking at me?
Yeah. Yeah.
You obviously like something you seen.
Richard says, is it loud with strawberry or watermelon?
Both. Like, just, oh my God. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can hear it right now. This is loud.
She's going in there now.
I'm going on 25 years, I think, with my false teeth. No.
I've been like, ever since I was like 21, I'm 34 now. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I'm going about 10 years with mine. I wear my top, I don't wear my bottom.
I don't wear the bottom one.
I don't know if it's working anymore. It might be slowed down, but this is it.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's slowed down a lot. It's not even nothing like the video.
Not like percolating now.
Mm-mm. God,
I
the
see
smell of that. Oh, the smell of that. Oh, my God.
I can't wait to try and do stuff like that.
Well, I will make sure to at least save a flash for you and Charlene because I know y'all don't get to come to the events and stuff. I will make sure to send y'all some of that because, my God.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's neat. I haven't had watermelon yet.
Strawberry watermelon.
Right, I haven't had anything with watermelon yet.
I did a strawberry banana one time, a long time ago when we first started. Oh, it was so good. And every watermelon that I've ever done, oh, they turn out so good. Oh. I'm not even trying to say anything. I'm just saying they always turn out. Like, the way I want to tell y'all the flavor is, this is how I've always described it to anybody that ever wanted any watermelon or any fruit from me around the summertime. I like to tell you it's like this crisp, like, summertime, like I'm sitting by the pool or I'm sitting at the beach, or it's just like when you taste it and it goes over the lips and through the gums, it's like just a fresh flavor. And I don't know how I do it. I swear to God I don't, because Jason, he's all the time like, I run a mash and my mash always is thin like that, but every time you run a mash, it's perfect. I just mix, and
Your heart.
but I will admit, like, the freshness that you get off of some things, off of some fruits, if you run them right, that freshness, like almost like you're just sitting there just chilling on a nice sunny day, just
I love those watermelon margaritas with the strawberry coffee mix in it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Tim got me a juicer today. I thought that was kind of cool. I'm gonna post a picture of it, and I'm gonna ask everybody if they think it'll grind my corn.
My aunt got me one of them Ninja Bullet things that grind everything up. I hadn't used anything in it but, like, fruits and stuff. But them things work.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
I use it to blend up my chili peppers when I dehydrate them.
Yeah. Yep. I just thought it'd be smart ass, and being blonde, somebody's gonna think that I'm really gonna do it. You know, you think I still grind my
Yeah.
corn, so I'm just gonna post a picture of it and start shit.
That should be good then.
But I think that'd be great when it, the pulp. You want the pulp, so it spits all the pulp out. The last one I saw, you had to clean the pulp out of like the little tube that goes around. You had to clean that out. This one has a little spot; it spits it out, and you can choose
Oh,
the
yeah.
size. Whether you want a lot of pulp and no pulp and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to checking it out.
That's right. God, Jesus.
I usually do at least one time. I do the watermelon margaritas. Me and my buddy Scotty will get together and do them, and I look forward to it. Trying it. So we use that Ninja Bullet thing too. You push down, it goes me. That thing's hard.
Yes.
I think Ninja's the one that puts out the juicer I got.
Okay.
Sonia, what season was you in? What season was you in on Master Distiller?
Baby, what season was we? Season 6?
7?
Huh?
I get
7?
7.
Babe.
These two are guessing 7.
Yeah, I thought 7.
Richard and Lisa.
It's like season 5 or season 6. His episode name is Corn Stars, and my episode name is Lucky But Legal.
Yep. You say I haven't got my remote over here.
He should be coming out of the kids' room soon.
Yeah.
Maybe her episode was
What
7.
season are we? Okay. Yeah, it's season 6. He's like episode something, and I'm episode like 13, I think. I'm not sure, but the name of his is Corn Stars, almost like porn stars. And then mine is Lucky But Legal, where you can watch this guy win over me that you'll never ever see again.
Oh, that guy was Gaga, man.
Yeah, you're never ever gonna see him again. He doesn't come to events. He doesn't show his face. He's not like a big old. Yeah.
Thank you, Jason. I'll put you in the pile for a t-shirt.
Ooh, lucky Lisa.
Cajun liver marinade. I'm getting better at remembering who has what now.
Yeah, I got his. I had to cut his sticker down a little bit to get it to fit.
There you go. But it's on there.
Yeah.
I have a thing for a sticker. It says "Killing my liver down by the river." I thought that was
That's funny.
Killing my liver down by the river. That's pretty good.
I can send
I
you
love
the
it.
little sticker thing.
I've really got to put one more coat on it because Jason's sticker is being very pain in the ass. It's wanting to stick up on one side because it was hard to get the backing off of it, and I kind of folded the edge of it. So now I have to put at least one more coating on it to cover it.
Hold it down flat.
Yeah.
Mama B. Jason says he watched your episode a few days ago.
Oh yeah, thank you. I like it, but I hate it at the same time.
Oh, you're so damn
I'm going to go watch it because I think I missed it.
Yeah. Oh, she's so freaking cute in them overalls.
Hey, if I could choose to wear overalls all the time, listen, y'all see me in overalls all the time. It's just those overalls, they don't fit anymore.
I have some overalls, but I look like, like the Michelin
Richard
Man.
and I met online on an online dating app.
Ooh.
And the picture that he sent to me, other than his profile picture, He had just got done mowing the yard and he was shirtless with a pair of overalls on.
Made your little heart go pitter pat. Yeah.
Yep.
Jason, just like my
Then he got on. You still look damn good, baby. Ah, Tennessee hit a home run.
Yeah. We've been watching basketball stuff. I'm not really into the basketball, but we've been watching it because it's on.
Y'all want to see something about basketball?
College baseball. Right now they're playing Tennessee.
I don't know if y'all can see these, but let me show you something. Y'all see how it is?
Oh yeah, there you go. Trophies up there.
Those are all basketball trophies, and those belong to me.
Ah.
I told my mother I was playing basketball, but I wasn't. I was skipping school and doing shit.
Yep, just like my stickers, I can be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I remember that. She was like, "Well, who are you playing?" And I had no idea who I was playing. And then, you find out, like, they have a daily newspaper that comes out where my school was. So every day the newspaper would come out and it'd have something about the girls' basketball team. I weren't on it. So she knew the whole damn time. She was just sitting there letting me lie through my damn teeth, wondering how good at lying I was. I didn't get into trouble, so she didn't care, but, she was playing me as much as I was playing her.
I didn't play any sports in school.
I tried to do, like, track and stuff, but
Well,
I don't know.
I tried to do softball.
Yeah.
But when they hit a fly ball to me, I closed my eyes and to catch the ball, and it missed my glove and hit me right smack between the eyes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I never went back. And then I tried basketball, but they had us running around the court, and my brother yelled at me, and I turned around to look, and still running at the same time. And when I turned back around, I smacked right into the pole.
I liked the idea of track, but I didn't like the idea of jumping over that shit. So I didn't do that. And then the running, as fast as you can run, it's like, I'm one of them people, I get going so fast and then you tip over forward. You ever seen those videos? People running as fast as they can, and all of a sudden they just
Yeah.
Superman right down onto the ground. That's me. I can go wicked fast for the first, whatever, how long, but after that, my
Just go.
gravity takes on. So I didn't do track long. I didn't stick with that. I did judo in school. Judo was pretty good. I did that.
All right, my loves, I'm gonna have to let you guys go. I'm gonna have to go to bed. I've got 2 I have to put in the bed or on the bus in the morning, and then 1 that I have to take to school because she can't ride the bus.
So you ride the bus. Yep. So doing the old mama van thing.
But I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful night.
I couldn't hear you, Shani.
Isn't school almost out?
Yes.
Nice.
1 more week.
Oh, they only got 2 days here.
Wow.
Yep, 1 more week and we're done. But I love you guys, and I hope you guys sleep good, and I'll see you guys next time.
I love you.
All right. See you later.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. See you next week.
Bye.
If not before. Well, we did all right. We've been 2.5 hours.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
Better at catching a buzz than catching a ball. He posted one today. It said, "Whiskey wants me, I can tell," or whatever it said. And I'm like, the hearts want what the hearts want, meaning like the hearts on a run, tails, hearts.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny, but nobody else has really tee-heed or ha-ha'd it. So I'm not
That's
sure.
like this morning when I got up. That's like this morning when I got up. I saw Richard's post to Jason. And I came in, I told him, I said, "Oh, you're a poet." He says, "What are you talking about?" I said, your birthday thing to Jason rhymed.
Yeah. So good night, Mama B. I know she still has us on. She's just buzzing around, doing
Yeah.
stuff with the kids. Yes, yeah, we did pretty good. We got 2.5 hours in and kept it going and gabbed and cackled about shit.
Yeah.
This week's been all about the garden. I've been out there picking them violets and I have to
Oh,
get them.
my garden is growing like crazy. The green beans are going crazy. I've already got a zucchini that's flowered, and I've got a little bitty yellow squash that's about half an inch long that's already growing.
Yes, I'm planning on starting to mash. It's gonna rain, but it's warm enough. I don't care. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna take the still out and see if I'm missing a gasket or not. I think I'm missing a gasket, and so that will decide if I'm gonna do the mash or not. But Friday is supposed to be a nice day, and after that, we're gonna get rain. So I'm not gonna be out in the garden and that. So I'm gonna stay in and try doing a mash.
Yeah,
And
we got a chance of severe weather for the next few days.
3 days.
And
I'm off work.
yeah, the whole time that Richard's off work. Tomorrow he goes in. Tomorrow
yeah,
at noon he goes for his procedure, and I told him he ain't doing anything Friday and Saturday. So tomorrow after he gets home, he just gets to come home and lay down. Hopefully they don't puncture
yeah.
his spinal column like they did last time,
Oh,
and
yeah,
the fluid leak out. He had to lay all day straight on his back in bed.
yeah. When
But
I
I told
messed
him,
up,
I said, he ain't gonna do anything for 2 days after that.
my back, in an apple orchard, they have them big bins of apples, like they have the big
Yeah.
bins, pumpkins and stuff. Well, I had that on a dolly and bringing it out, and then I had to slide it out onto the rollers, and then you clamp it down, and it gets lowered down into a thing of water, a vat of water. All the apples float to the top, and the conveyor belt would take them up to the girls, and the girls would sort all the apples. Well, it got it out there, and it caught, and I got out onto the roller belt, and I stood on the little metal pieces, not the rollers, and I yanked on it. And when I yanked on it, oh, my back went out, and it messed
Oh,
up my back. And I had to lay flat on my back. And my doctor told me put a couple pillows under your knees and have your knees bent, and that keeps your hips perfectly aligned flat, and so your back is aligned flat. And it's the best way to heal because you heal flat. You don't heal crooked.
yeah.
When you hurt things, you overcompensate one side or the other.
On your knees, and it
But
aligns your.
I had like 3 herniated discs in a row from it. And
Yeah.
once in a while they bother me now, but not very often. I've done enough of my own.
Well, his is awful. I mean, he would have had the surgery already, he said, but they told him that for as much that is messed up and all, that it's going to be anywhere from 10 to 12 inches, the incision from the
Oh,
bottom of his back all the way up. But now he's got a spot in his spinal cord that they want to know what it is. If it's a scar from an old injury, like a car wreck or something that he had when he was younger, or if it's something else. They brought up the T word, but we're just
yeah.
hoping it's scar tissue.
Right, right.
But the doctor wants to know what it is. So we were supposed to go last Friday.
Last month.
last Monday. We got all the way up there and he was 7 minutes late and they would not see him. They
Yeah.
refused to see him. We drove almost an hour all the way up there and they would not see him.
Yeah.
So he had to reschedule and now he goes back on the 23rd. So get in
Then
there and find out.
You get there on time, and they make you sit there and wait for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, if you're lucky, that short of a time. You know? And
He
that's
said it would have been longer than that. He walked in there because I parked the car and we had the puppy, so I couldn't go in. And he said that that room was full and they still wouldn't see him, even though he was only 7 minutes late. I mean, everywhere else you go, the doctors give you 15-minute grace period,
Yeah. Well, you'd
but
think,
not up there.
if the next guy is there, take the next guy and then put you in his place.
Yeah,
Whatever.
but no.
My first mash is a North Georgia Still corn mash. It has it's a kit. My boyfriend got me for Christmas, and it's corn. It has dextrose in it. It's got little jars of all the amylase and whatever else.
Did you get that from Still in the Clear?
No, North Georgia Stills.
Oh,
But
Yep.
it's still in a carrot. Still in the clear.
oh.
And yep, North Georgia Still, and that'll be my first one. And then Randy sent me, I think it's like 5-pound bags of Jimmy Red and Bloody Butcher, and some ornamental glass, stained glass, Indian corn and stuff.
Oh,
My next mash will have some of that sprinkled in somewhere. But yeah, follow the directions on the enzymes. He spells it right out, pretty simple. And I had to buy all that stuff now. I don't have anything. I'm starting right from scratch. So now I got to buy like amylase and pectin enzymes and yeast. I think that's get started in those things that I'll need to do to grab.
I got a yeast I'll send her to try.
okay. Richard said he has a yeast he'll send you to try.
Nice, thank you. That's cool. His next mash is apple brandy. I'm gonna try and do a flower power mash.
A flower power.
It's gonna be flower power moonshine. Because I'm gonna do my magic.
They have any markets up there where she's at?
So it should be a real floral. I don't know.
Oh.
It'll be like I don't want to say gin because it's not going to be a gin, but I'm gonna kind of do it like a gin.
Like seeing everybody. You going to, kid? I think we can take it down.
Probably.
All apple, ready to run. Do you use like green apples, the Granny
Or you take
Smith
a flashlight with you.
hard apples, or do you go for a sweet apple?
All right.
Different people like different apples. I like the Cortlands.
Come here.
I know.
This is where everybody looks at the cuteness.
Oh, there she is. Look at them little toes. Hi, Nelly. Nelly.
Look at her ears. They just keep growing.
Hi, Nelly.
See?
Nelly.
You say hi,
Hi,
Nelly.
Nelly.
Hi, Nelly.
Because I don't want to see that ugly bitch. Get me out of here. Oh, puppy breath. The puppy breath going away now.
Yeah, she's got just a little bit left.
My buddy just got a little boy beagle. And he got a girl beagle a couple months ago, so he's going to do his own rabbit dogs.
She'll be 12 weeks next Wednesday. And then a month after that, we're going to take her and get her fixed.
Oh, nice. Small dark spots. Isn't that kind of like what Amanda used when that lady, the Unfetchable, what was her name? Unfetchable? the big fat lady there in the moonshine. She was catchable but not fetchable. I can't remember her name. Lovely woman. But her apples were really small and had dark spots. Nice. He's a cute puppy.
Yes, she is, but she's getting to be a monster.
Yep, time to learn the manners.
Yeah,
Put the
she's
foot
figured
down.
out how to get up into the chair by herself. So now I put the steps back up because I was thinking of moving them to the bedroom so that she could get up on the bed, but no, I'm not going to do that. She can just stay off the bed, and if she wants to sleep anywhere, she can come in here and get on a chair.
Yep, yep.
Right
Yeah, I
now,
had
she
one.
sleeps on the bed. We put her up there, and then she jumps down at night and comes in here and gets in the chair.
I have one. One of my old dogs can still get up on the bed by himself, and the other old dog, he can get up there sometimes by himself, but most of the time he puts 2 feet up there and looks at me like, "Come on, bitch, give me a ride. I need to get up there." You know,
Yeah,
pitiful, heck, pitiful.
yep. Her mama is going to get fixed next week. I am
Oh,
taking her. Yep.
yep.
I've cared for her for 4 months now. So even though she's not mine, I've cared for her and I took care of them babies and everything. And they don't want to take care of the babies. I'm taking her and getting her fixed
Yeah, yeah.
because
Well,
all of them babies would have died if I wouldn't have took care of them in that dang snowstorm. Because that's when she had them was in February during the last snowstorm we had. So.
I had 4 boys and 1 girl, three brothers and a sister and the father, and I had her for 13 years and she didn't get pregnant. So I was like, good for me, I kept her right close. She was under my armpit all the time, man. There's no
Uh,
way I was
all
gonna
the
have puppies.
girls, all of our girls are fixed. My boy, he's not fixed. My male beagle, and he's 13 now. As far as I know, he's only fathered 1 litter because the people they want to breed him and all, but they wanted me to bring him to them and leave him, and I told him no.
Yeah.
This dog is like my kid because from the day that he was born, his mama had all the pups outside of the doghouse, and there was 3 of them that was still alive, and he is the only one that I was able to save. The other 2 died, and he was the only one that I saved and bottle fed every 2 hours, up and down, just like with a regular baby and everything. And he's been my baby, and he's 13 now.
Yeah. I've had these
So,
guys since they were born. I had
but
their
no, he's
father.
never left. He's never left my sight. I told him, nope, you can bring your female here if you want to breed her, but he's not leaving.
Yeah, no. I had their father, and of course, he had never seen puppies being born or nothing before. So I'm sound asleep, and the father dog jumps up on my bed, and my whole bed's shaking because he was a big dog. He's Mastiff and Pitbull. Pitbull and Boxer, Mastiff. The whole bed's shaking, and I'm like, "What's the matter, Moose? What's the matter?" And he's looking down off the bed. So I get up and I look down off the bed, and you can hear the little puppy. It's going, making them little noises. And he looks at me in shock. This dog, he looks at me, and I was like, "What's the matter? You've seen her take a shit 100 times, but none of them have ever talked to you." Because he's like, "Man, I've seen her shit 100 times, and none of them have ever talked to me. This one's talking." He was
Yeah.
scared to death. But she had 9 puppies. I was outnumbered for a while. I kept 4. I kept 4 of the puppies and got rid of 5.
Jeff, my husband has tried to grow muscadines here, but they would never grow, and it's illegal to pick them here. You can't go out and pick muscadines and all
Huh.
because he's he tried to and all, and a game warden turned around and asked him what he was doing, and he said he was picking muscadines. He says, "You can't do that. Those are for wildlife."
Huh.
And he says, "Well, what do I do with these in my bucket?" He says, "You have to pour them out." So he had to pour them out. Yeah, and I didn't know either that. And oh my goodness, it makes awesome jelly. His mama made me a jar of jelly with muscadines, and oh my goodness, they're so good.
Mark Morgan
But
went foraging around and he found some wild muscadines, just the vines growing. He was sending me
yeah,
some videos of him out foraging around because his foliage is different than mine. You know, I like
yeah.
this tropical crap. So he had all kinds of tropical plants and for me to look at. What's this? And look what I found. And he knew a lot of them. They grow everywhere there. Huh.
They grow everywhere here too, and
Yeah.
all, but you're not allowed to pick them. Yeah, they
No,
said
isn't
that
it?
they're for the wildlife, and I couldn't believe it. A lot, 3/4 of it goes to waste, anyways.
Yeah. We have wild grapes here. They're, really tart and purple. They're really tart though. And
I
I
like
had a
the
big
big,
vine.
I like the big purple ones.
Yeah.
We bought
Randy.
a couple of plants last year, and last year they didn't do too good, but this spring, oh my goodness, they have gone crazy. So we've got them planted, one planted in one corner of the yard and another one planted in the other corner. And
Yep.
hopefully we've got them done to where they'll grow across the fence and meet in the middle to
Right.
do the whole front of the fence.
People would pick 5 pounds for a bottle of wine. Yeah. I have a old grapevine behind my camp, and I found it, and I didn't even know it was there, and I found it, and then somebody who was a friend of my father's came up, and he told me what year and stuff Dad planted them and all that stuff, but I had no idea. I didn't even know
Oh,
it was
wow.
there. And I have a wild grape growing at my house downtown. I don't even know what that's doing right now, if it came up again this year or not. I was gonna put that on the along the dog fence. I have like
Oh,
a
yeah.
double fence. I have the dog fence, and then there's another edge of the fence there, because that way the dogs, if they jump on the fence and stuff, people going by. When they were younger, I was afraid they'd get out and scare people. So
Oh, yeah.
I had a double lined fence, so the dogs can't piss on them, too. You know,
Yeah.
because I have a lot of gardens, flower gardens. Down at my house, I have all my old medicinals, the valerian and arnica and the marshmallow and the mugwort
Well, I
and the
figured you would
wormwood,
put
and all
twice
the
out
old
there.
ones are down there.
Oh,
And
She did.
I don't want the dogs pissing
you
on
better
them,
not
so
pee in here.
I have a double fence around for that. That way they don't pee on my stuff.
Yeah.
And the other stuff, if it's really delicate, uh, leopard's bane, arnica, I keep that out because that's a real big pain one for pain, and the valerian. So I keep them separate so the dogs can't get hold of them at all. 'Cause
Yeah.
those are important ones. Those, my grandmother had the valerian, so I mean, she died in the 70s, so she already had it then. So it tells you that it's 50 years old with me that I've
Wow.
carried it. And the arnica is one I had given to me when I did my herbal healer. They asked me what I wanted for a prize for graduating the herbal
Yeah.
healer thing, and I said I wanted arnica, and I meant arnica like the stuff to make antidepressant and pain is what arnica is
Yeah.
used for, and that's what I wanted. I wanted stuff to be able to make stuff, and they gave me a plant. So that's where that started, and that was in the 90s. So that one's 30 years old anyway with me.
Wow.
And the orris root, I have the orris root iris, and I don't know. I get a bunch of the old ones down there. The dead nettle. Gosh, I can't even think. What a Jacob's ladder. I get Jacob's ladder down there. I don't know. Indigo. I get the indigo plant. You make ink out of it, and Indian's rattle out of it.
Oh,
Snow in the mountain. The gout weed for gout. I have that one down there. I don't know. My house downtown is all medicinals. You walk around, it's all medicinal plants.
oh yeah.
I used to have them all labeled. I used to paint little rocks, and I'd paint what the name of it was and put it in the front, because people would come
Oh.
around walking through the garden. They'd have to ask me, what's this one? What's this one? What's this one? So I put it all on little rocks in front of stuff, but they're all overgrown now. You'd have to go find the rock
Oh yeah.
and put it out. But at my camp, I got the old medicinal valerian, because that was my grandmother's and that was her property.
Yeah.
So I have the valerian there. I have lungwort there. What else is up there? Sumac. He's got a bunch of sumac up there. I can't wait to do sumac. That's going to be in my flower power shine. Is going to be sumac. So it'll be like
Isn't it poisonous?
The staghorn, the red one, is not. Yellow sumac, if you see yellow flowers, and they're kind of droopy, they're long and droopy. Those are poisonous. But the ones that stand up and they have the red berries on the top, those aren't poisonous. And you take and soak one of the heads, the berry heads, soak them in water, and they have a bunch of hairs on them. And you don't really have to mush it. It comes out without mushing it. You don't have to mush the berries. You just soak the berries right in a quart jug of water, and then let it sit for 24 hours. You take it out, and it's like lemony. It's lemonade, but it's really good. It's a antidepressant, like a nervine tea.
Yeah.
My grandmother's recipe, it says sumac tea, and it says great for new mothers, is what it says on the label. In her handwriting, she had beautiful handwriting. Well, then when she got really old and she was writing, and she wrote in like hand scratch, it's all scratchy and shaky.
Yeah.
It says not bad for old mothers either. Not bad for old mothers too, is what it says on it. Because on the top in their nice writing it says good for new mothers, and then it says on the bottom not bad for new old mothers too. So it's yep, staghorn. It makes a great lemonade. Yep. Then you gotta just strain it through a coffee filter, because it get them hairs out. And
oh yeah.
Yep. But it's a good lemonade. But it's a nervine. It's calming, and that was the other thing I got was lemon balm. Lemon balm is calming. So I'm gonna kind of focus on making a all natural lemonade, limoncello, without using lemons.
Oh yeah.
But I want a little floral to it. I want the lemonade to, have some floral to it. So that's going to be my next work of art.
Look at our big doggy.
Hey,
There
big
she
puppy.
is. There she
This
is.
is Sadie. Huh.
She's
Beautiful
full.
color.
Yep.
Beautiful color. She looks like my buddy's bear dog. My buddy
She's
has a bear
a
dog.
Old English hound.
yeah, she's an old English coonhound.
Yep. Huh.
I found her up in Jasper on the Facebook site, and the woman was giving them away. And I told him, I said, let's go for a drive to Jasper. So we got up there, and we met her at the store, and she said she had 7 puppies. So they brought out 6, and they wouldn't do anything. They didn't pay no attention. They just drooped and all. And I said, I thought you said you had 7. She says, yeah. I said, where's the other one? And she says, oh, she's in here. So we got her out. and it was her. And the second Richard picked her up, boy, she just started licking them and everything. She says, he goes, she's going home with me.
Yeah, the other puppies are probably car sick. It was probably their first car ride.
Yeah.
They had motion sickness.
Yeah.
The motion potion. It's higher in vitamin C than lemons. I did not know that. I know, oh, Cane Corso, yes.
Oh, holy moly. They're
Cane
loaded.
Corsos. My dogs now are 14. They're going on 14. And they're big dogs. And I got the little puppy. She's going on 4 now. I call her a puppy. She's going on 4 now, but that'll be my last dog. She'll be my last, or so I say. But she'll be my last.
Oh, yeah.
You figure I'll be 60 next year, so I don't know if I have enough life in me to raise another dog. You know, you start getting up, you start to wonder. You know,
I'll probably
got
have a
more
dog.
behind me than ahead of me.
Yeah, I didn't think I wanted any more either until these ones was born, and I saw her. She was the tiniest of them all, and I was like, oh my goodness. I tried and tried and tried not to get attached to her, but it didn't work.
Healers are so smart; they're almost too smart. You see
Yeah.
a healer, you know? Yeah, they're almost too smart. They taken they want to herd everything. They want to be into everything, and they got to know everything. And
Yeah.
too smart. Some of them healers are really smart. A girlfriend of mine has, I don't know, 3 healers, and their eyes are all screwed up. She adopts them, and a couple of them are blind, and one of them's really cross-eyed, and it gives him crazy eyes. But it's the funniest thing to look at because you can't tell if he's looking at you or not.
Yeah. That's
You know,
like
looking all over the place.
my raven out here in the yard. She is part chocolate lab and part red healer. And one of her eyes, the top of it is brown and the bottom half of it is blue, like a husky eye. And then the other one is all brown.
Huh. That's cool.
But oh my goodness, she is a shit talker. She likes to talk a lot of shit. She does. She's like, "Meow, meow, 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 meow."
One of my dogs, they're all brindle. All my dogs are brindle except for the puppy, and he never barks, never nothing. Once in a while, when he's really excited to see me in the food bag, he'll and sing a little bit,
Yeah.
and it's weird to hear because he never makes any noise. The other day, he's outside, and my neighbor caught him by surprise. He walked out from behind the other neighbor's house, and he caught him by surprise, so he barked. And I go running out the door. I'm like thinking somebody else's dog is out there. And I'm like, what was that? My neighbor goes, he barked at me. And I'm like, he never barks. I didn't even know what his voice sounded like. I didn't know what his voice sounded like. I thought there was another dog out there.
Oh goodness.
Because he never barks. They never do. I've never encouraged it, so they don't bark much. And when they do bark, if I say enough's enough, that's it.
Yeah.
They shut right up because
And I wish
you want to.
Oh, Sadie, she will not shut up. She goes outside and then she's constantly barking from the time she's out there to the time she comes in.
My puppy's doing pretty good about being quiet when I tell her, because if you're up in I'm in the woods, so if you have something outside and the dogs bark at it and it runs, you want to know which way it runs, and I
Yeah.
can't hear it if they're barking. So they have to shut up when I tell them to shut up. I want to know where something went. I want to know how
Yeah.
far it went,
Yeah.
But I got a video the other day. It was a bear had a fawn in the field. I don't think I sent it to you.
I don't think so.
I sent it to Randy, but it was a bear got a fawn in the field, and there was another fawn in the field, and he's looking right past me at the other fawn. It's like he didn't care I was there. Didn't care.
Oh wow.
Not at all.
Oh,
He was on that fawn. So,
Yeah.
because there's no berries, and just now it's warm enough for grubs and worms and shit.
Yeah.
We just lost snow 3 weeks ago. Some places still have snow, but we can still see snow. But
Yeah.
now the deer are starting to drop a fawn, so they're stealing fawns and taking off with them. So we don't have so much trouble with bears around now because they're actually eating something. When they first
Yeah.
come out, man, they're trouble because there's
Yeah.
nothing to eat. They don't have anything to eat. There's no grass to chew on. There's no, roots to dig up that are good. The ground's still frozen. There's no bugs to eat. They're pretty
Yeah.
nasty when they first get up.
that's when they get
Jack Russell's, they're smart too. You got a thing for smart dogs. Jack Russell's
Yeah.
really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My buddy Tony Bennett, he had Duke. He had a Jack Russell Duke. He took that thing everywhere. I think he died when he was like 13 years old. It's surprising how long they live for such a wired up dog. Because they are wound for sound.
Yeah.
They're a good rat dog. Wicked good rat dog.
Yeah.
Ground.
I think they got some of those videos on YouTube where they use them at the a dairy farm,
Yep.
and they're using them to get them all in the catch them. That's all in the hay and everything and all. It's like, oh my gosh.
They do. They shake them. It's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My red and white pit, I can put her on anything like that and she'll go after it. But the problem is now she don't like cats because she thinks
Oh.
anything small she can go after. So my other dogs are too old now, but with her,
Yeah.
I put her on squirrels and chipmunks and groundhogs and shit like that. She's on it. She's right on it. But you can't have a cat around her. It kind of sucks, She's the only dog that I have that'll bother a cat. My big
Oh yeah.
dogs, yeah, my big dogs won't bother a cat. They don't care. But I like to chase coyotes. I'm afraid of cats. Coyotes, you're not allowed to hunt them with dogs here. Kind of sucks.
Can't hunt
You
with
can-
dogs.
Not
You can't
coyotes.
Yeah, you can't hunt coyotes with
Oh
dogs.
shit.
Maine you can, New Hampshire you can't.
Oh yeah.
Not
Yeah.
even if you're like a farmer.
In Maine you can. New Hampshire you can't.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure if you're a farmer, you could probably use whatever you want.
Like nuisance tags, but I
Yeah.
live right on the line of Maine and New Hampshire. I'm 3 miles from the line at my house, and at my camp I'm probably 1,000 yards maybe, from the New Hampshire and Maine line. So
Oh yeah.
right on the line. He ran a trap line. Trap lines, here you got to check them every 24 hours. You have to be on your trap every 24 hours. You have to release bobcat. We're not allowed to take a bobcat with a trap. In Maine, you can hunt a bobcat with dogs, but you can't trap them.
Oh wow.
and they
They do that
pretty good-
because of the lynx. We have lynx here, and lynx is
they?
endangered. So
Ooh.
they're afraid you're going to start trapping the lynx, thinking they're bobcats, And with dogs, you can at least call the dog off, you know.
Yeah.
But they won't, if you have a bobcat in a trap, you gotta let it go. See, we can trap black bear here. We can trap them. You can only use as like one style of trap. You can make your own, but to physically go out and buy one, there's one trap that fits the bill. The paw it's in the ground, and the paw has to go in so far before it clinches. It doesn't clinch the wrist because they'll yank their wrist off. It
Yeah.
clinches higher. It's
Oh, it's what I call the leg breaker.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
well, it's a snare. It snares
Yeah.
them. You still have to, go and dispatch it and stuff. But
Oh, yeah.
Down
yeah,
here
it's
we
kind
used
of cool.
No, stop chewing on my box.
I love bear hunting. I
She's
love
chewing
bear
on
hunting.
my box.
I
Stop
love
it.
listening to the dogs. I love sitting
This
in the
is,
stand. I
this
like
is
being
all his
I don't mind
goodie
being
box.
That's something I'd like to do is hunt pigs. I haven't hunted pigs. I would like to hunt pigs.
No, I don't want to hunt no pigs.
I do. I want to hunt them.
When I was younger, I always wanted to take one with my bow, but
Yeah,
since my surgery, I haven't done anything with my bow. No,
yeah,
stop it.
it's a
yeah.
damn nice.
I don't do much rifle hunting. Mostly bow.
It's a damn nice bow too.
Yeah,
I get a crossbow, but it's like you can feel that thing when you touch it off. You can feel the power of it. It is amazing.
yeah,
I'm used to my bow. I love my bow, but that crossbow, when you touch it off, it's like you feel it. It's like reverb in your chest. That thing's got
yeah.
some bag.
We got a crossbow, and then I have a Elite Ember. It's teal colored, and then he's got his Elites
Yeah,
and
I have
all.
Hoyt Easton. I run a really old Hoyt Easton. I love it. The limbs are still good in it. I replaced
Easton.
the
Oh yeah, I remember those. What is
really old
Yeah,
Hoyt Easton.
he's got an old one is Martin.
Yep, yep. Martin's a good bow. Yep.
It's a Martin Lynx Magnum
1986.
from 1986.
Yeah, yep. Well, let's see. I got mine. Mine's close. It was probably 89. 89, my Hoyt Easton. Because me and my uncle would go do it, and he died
Jason
when
has a
we
Parker compound bow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it
yeah.
my first bow at Parker?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Money Girl camo, but I couldn't draw it. It was too hard and everything. So we sold it,
You got an obsession.
and then I got an obsession, and it was way too hard for me to pull. So I sold it, and I got the he got me the Elite Ember,
You can crank them down,
and
crank them down.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can
the
get
other
better
ones
pull out with 'em.
wouldn't go down low enough for me to, because at the time we couldn't hunt below 40 pounds. At the
Yeah.
time I couldn't hunt below 40 pounds, and I couldn't pull that much.
She had to build her strength up.
I had
Yeah,
to
it's
build my strength up, and I couldn't get it down low enough to be able to pull it back to practice to build my strength up. But when I got the Elite Ember, it went all the way down to 20. It went all the way down to 28. And it was so easy to pull. Before I knew it, I was up to 48.
Dude,
I was up to 52 because he would turn it up more than what he told me he was turning it up.
Yeah. Well, they have them oblong wheels now on them. When you pull it back, it whoop.
Yeah.
It's real easy to pull back. They come
Yeah.
real easy. But
And I shot my first deer with it. Well, I shot one. I shot her in the shoulder. And then, mind you, this is the same deer. The following year, I shot her, and she ducked and turned away. And when she did, it went in the back of her head, come out her forehead, and was lodged there. And oh my gosh, I felt so bad. I didn't hunt the rest of the year.
Oh yeah.
But a week later, on camera, she was back at the feeder eating with the the arrow still in her head, because we looked all night long for her. And
Yeah.
every time we would get close, we would see her get up because my knock was green, and we'd see her take off
Yeah.
and everything. And then year before last, she showed up again. Richard shot her, and it hit right in the money thing, but it must have hit a rib and ricocheted down into the ground, because on the camera you can see the flesh hanging and the blood dripping. She never died.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
And so last year we was going to hunt, and it was before they started back here doing the construction, and we had decided that after 3 times of hitting her and her not dying, that she was off limits. She would go
Yeah.
ahead and live out the rest of her days,
Yeah. She's
her
gonna put
years,
some
and everything. And I named her Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Yep.
She's
Yeah.
still around.
And she's still around. She's got twins. Every year she has twins.
That's one of those Terminator. Well, we'll say we'll get off. Jason, do you want a link to come backstage? We're gonna go backstage. Jeff Clark, thank you very much for coming in. We appreciate you coming in on
Yep.
YouTube. 45 pounds here to hunt. Yep, that's us too. We're gonna sign off. We get our 3 and.
Well, here they finally lowered it down to 35, but
Oh, really?
I was able to get up.
I don't know if anybody else has still been watching. Everybody's kind of left off, so I think it's just us in here. It says there's 14 people watching, so I don't know. One day I might join Facebook. Facebook is great. Just add people that you enjoy, and there's certain groups like the Moonshine Militia. They don't take no shit, it's pretty straightforward and fun. But
Oh, oh.
there's Phil.
Yeah,
He's
you
still
just gotta
here.
weed out the idiots.
Yes, yeah. That's why I said, if I had it to do over again, I'd only be adding people that I really enjoyed, and I wouldn't have half the riffraff that I do now.
Yeah.
But I enjoy them. Oh, and your wife is watching too. Thank you, hon. Thank you for watching. If she wants to come in, we do ladies' night. It's a ladies' night. We wait until we go backstage and we bring the guys in and we all carry
Yep.
on for a little while backstage and gab about stuff that we can't gab on live. And idiots are family. Yeah, you got that right. You got that right.
Got some good idiots in my family.
I got some in mine too.
I think we all
I
do.
think everybody's family's got some idiots in there.
Some of them probably think I'm the idiot.
Well, let them think that. The heck with them.
Whether it don't hurt my feelings.
Gotta have feelings to hurt.
I don't have any family left, really. I get cousins that I don't know. They're cousins, but they live other states and have always lived other states, so
Yeah.
I don't really know them. And I have my kids.
We got a big family.
Lisa's got a big family.
Yeah.
I got a big moonshine family. I love my moonshine family.
Family.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They're more family than you know.
Then family.
We're more
Yeah,
family
yeah.
than
Because, you know, both my parents are gone. My sister's gone. All my aunts and uncles are gone. So,
Oh,
grandparents are gone. So, I'm the only one. The sergeant name ends with me. There's no more sergeants. I'm the last one. I'm the last one. It kind of sucks.
yeah.
But thank you.
We've almost made it 3 hours and 20 minutes.
3 hours and 20 minutes. So thank you, Jeff Clark, and your wife there for watching us. I'm glad you came.
Yep.
If you want to come in
Thank
on
you.
Fridays and see us on the shit show is on Friday. Moonshine Militia and Santa, he has Wednesday and Saturdays. He does question and answers. He's getting quite a YouTube following. He does really good.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's really knowledgeable, and he don't call you stupid for asking simple questions. You can
No.
people can ask him the same question all day, and you'll never get a smart ass answer. You know. Night, David Dance. You're still here.
Yeah.
Love you, Dad. Love you, David. Thanks
Richard
for
will
watching.
ask him questions just to see if he could get a rise out of him.
And I still haven't gotten a friend request from your wife, Dave. I'll search her out. I forgot today. Yes, thank you, Jeff. Come back. Check out Friday nights, our shit show. We sit down, let our hair down. We all have some drinks and get foolish. Moonshine Militia. Wednesday and Saturday is question and answer with Santa. And Monday night, I have an herb podcast on Morgan's Moonshine. We all talk
Yeah.
about herbs and stuff. And
Sundays and Tuesdays is collective with Frayed Not.
yep, Sundays and Tuesdays, Moonshine Collective, they get together. So we're always
Pretty
each
much
day.
fills up the whole week.
Yep, yep. Saturday is Santa. He does that again Saturday.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. Anybody else watching, we appreciate you. We really do. If you comment, we'll comment back. We love you all, and no stinky end is getting in here.
No.
That's so crazy. What? Mike Crane's still here. Some of kind of get ornery and gross. Yeah, you gotta watch. You know, it depends on what your tolerance is. When you get story time with Phil, you never know what you're gonna hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, story time with Phil gets a little weird, but that's
Yeah.
what we're there for. You know, it's Friday night. It's a shit show. What happens happens. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. I'm gonna push the button. We almost made it 3.5.
Yep.
Longest one yet. I see Marfugel sitting there waiting for us. You got Phil out back. Jeff, thank you. Thank you, wife. Dave Dance, love you. Good night, Mike Frayne. Night, Mike. I love you. Thanks. He was really good to me. Thank you
Good
very
night, everyone.
much. End stream.